Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Majestic Goose Network. So happy you all joined us for tonight's what is going to be undoubtedly a riveting adventure GM'd by Gerundu himself, using the brand new system that is yet to be released, so it's super brand new. So new it's not new yet because it's not out. It's going to be coming to Kickstarter March 1st, I do believe, with about 95% accuracy. And that is going to be coming out on Kickstarter. We'll post some links throughout the night of the Kickstarter. It's like the notification page so that you can stay up to date on it. And the system is called Diesel. And if you missed it last night, we went through a session 0, created our characters, kind of did an overview of the system and the setting. If you did miss that, I think you will be fine to just jump right into this with us. You should probably pick up, A, the mechanics as we do throughout the adventure, and B, you will probably pick up on our characters as well pretty easily. So, yeah, you did not miss any of the adventure yet, so don't worry about that. We will go around the table and have everybody introduce themselves again. We'll do the same way we did last night, so that means, Jeremy, you are up first.
Alright, I'm Jeremy, and I will be playing Merrick. He's got a gun for an arm.
And he fucking hates the Possibilitas Corporation.
Yeah, he really hates the corporation a lot. Even though he used to be part of the corporation.
And they threw him under the bus, and now he literally said he will throw any of us under the bus. Not to our face, though. You
can't throw me under the bus. I am the bus.
That is true. There's one person he cannot physically throw under the bus, and that is the legitimate bus. I am Adam DeWeese. You can find... Wait, Jeremy... Oh, did we plug stuff yesterday before we started? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and plug some stuff, Jeremy.
Sure. I am one half of Dice Talk, along with Gerundu. That is an interview-style talk show podcast where we interview content creators and authors and DMs and all sorts of different things, and we just talk about tabletop games. I also am the director and the DM of Eclipse. So Eclipse is a sci-fi fantasy thriller that's also a podcast. So go check that out, and you can find me on Twitter at tabletopjeremy.
And I'm Adam DeWeese. You can find me, just go to Majestic Goose Network, majesticgoose.com, check out all the shows there. And then we've got a charity event coming up April 9th through the 10th. It's going to be a 24-hour charity drive. It's our second annual one. You can donate even just $1. We'll get you entered into all of the giveaways we do throughout that event. You can donate now. And Tanya did say Merrick is a little quiet, probably because of the mask. So, I don't... we'll see. Yeah, you can donate. You can go to bit.ly/goose2021 right now and donate and help us hit our goal of $3,000 this year. And other than that, I'm playing Clancy Flywheel, I think is his last name. I'm pretty sure. And Clancy is too old for his own good, prospector/mechanic, but like old school mechanic, like regular ass mechanic working on like Hondas and stuff. So still trying to adjust to the world of diesels.
I'm sorry, did you say you were a regular ass mechanic?
Yes, well, maybe tonight I might literally be an ass mechanic tonight. We will see what happens, and what happens to everybody's diesel butts.
I beg your pardon.
And then next up...
I wasn't told about that until now.
My left cheek is offline.
Yeah. And then next up we have got Hollow Invective.
Hey everybody, I am Hollow Invective, and tonight I'll be playing Automac Primus. I will be Silent Party Bruiser, and also The Ride.
Yeah. Where can people find you at, Ernest?
People can find me on Twitter at Hollow Invective, right there on the screen.
And then, sorry, Jeremy, I fixed the sound. Don't worry about messing with your mic any. Liam made a video earlier today on OBS, and I had the desktop audio slider way far down. So
Wow.
So
that's why
I had to fix it because I had the gain turned up, and if you turned us up, that was gonna be
it
real
was
loud,
going to be
so I
really
fixed
fucking
it.
loud. Yeah, that was my fault.
Damn it, Clancy.
And that's why everybody was quiet except for me. And then now we'll go down to the GM of the night, Gerundu.
Hello, I'm Gerundu. You can find me on Twitter at Gerundu. That's GIRUNDUU. It's right down there. You can find me on Roll for Weird as Silas Lancaster, the elderly vampire and genteel man of culture. Every other Friday on your pod feeds and streaming live once a month. You can find me hosting Dice Talk with the beautiful and talented Jeremy Fair every alternate Wednesday on your pod feeds. Every other Wednesday, you can find me on your pod feed as not Silas Lancaster, no, the other one, Jeremiah Pendergrass. That's right, on Shitty Cowboys every Wednesday on your pod feeds, and then subsequently on that Saturday, also live with the next episode. So you'll always be caught up. You can always catch us live that same week and find the next episode. And other than that, you can find me live Monday nights, Murderous Bloodsport Arena, as Flex Gristle, your co-host alongside Razor McGirth.
And then we'll go down to that bottom row again, starting with Danny.
Hello, I am Danny. You can find me all over the internet as Danielle Ledwall. You can find me hanging out here once a month streaming Roll for Weird as Lesa the Divine. And every other Tuesday, hanging out with my good friend Dragonbait. And we will be crafting on That's Pretty Crafty, where we talk about geeky things and make vaguely related crafts. Tonight, I am playing Mags, who is fairly heavily modified and has been such since she was about 2 years old.
Yeah, it's an iffy subject. And then,
Yeah, there's some ethical stuff going on there.
speaking of ethical stuff, we go over to Dragonbait.
Hello, I'm Dragonbait. You can find me over at the Nerd Asylum, where I do 3 streams, every other Monday being Nerd Asylum by night, every other Wednesday, The Hidden, and every Thursday on Brovia Beckons. I'm also on the Ilver Morning podcast over there. And then you can find me here doing, being the GM for Roll for Weird, and the other half of That's Pretty Crafty, where I make a lot of mistakes. And then I'm also in 20SA.
That is how That's Pretty Crafty got the 2 slogans. Mistakes were made, and there will be blood. Actually, I think Danny may be the one that was responsible for There Will Be Blood.
Yeah,
Yes.
the blood is mine.
Haven't done that yet.
All right, and so we've got. Oh wait, who you playing tonight, Dragonbait?
Oh yes, I'm playing Dr. Irina Titanium. Why did I forget her name?
I always forget Irina, and I just remember Dr. Titanium because it sounds
Dr.
really fucking
Titanium.
badass. Sounds like somebody from an adventure movie, a bad guy.
Yeah.
So now that we have reintroduced the characters, Gerundu, take it away.
Okay. Well, I'll do my very, very best not to butcher Stephen's baby boy. But yeah, we'll start by just having a little bit of a high-level overview about the setting. In case anybody missed it yesterday, the adventure is going to take place in a region called the Edge, which sits on the very edge of conventional reality, and it is theoretically possible for you to walk off into a plane that intersects with every potential reality or thing that could exist ever. The principal city in this setting is called Red Lake. Ruby Lake. Ruby Lake is the largest town in the Edge, and it's the most important sort of principal hub. It takes its name from the nearby lake that supplies the town's water. And the lake appears tinged red due to the probably iron-rich clay around the lake floor, but once pumped, the water becomes clear and is perfectly drinkable. Ruby Lake is the first town to have a train stop installed, and it's the only place in the Edge with direct transport to the central cities. So it's a really important hub for the corporation, the Possibilities Corporation, who essentially own everything in the Edge. In addition to serving regularly scheduled diesel-powered trains that ferry the Possibility miners and the associated trades around the Edge, the town is a supply stop for the world's only trans-dimensional train, the Frontier Diver, which dips from the central cities with loads of possibility from the Frontier. It is accordingly extremely well defended under the highest levels of corporate security, thanks to its trans-dimensional movements. And most people don't know it exists. But we do have some corporate bigwigs within the party. Most newcomers to the Edge find their first impressions of the region here in Ruby Lake, so this is where I thought we would jump off the evening. It has a well-established facade of decency, numerous saloons, gambling halls, and hotels, etc., in the heart of the town. And some of the only examples of high technology functioning in the Edge, which mainly be focused around the corporate buildings. Local possibility miners are relegated to shanty towns, essentially, on the outskirts of town, living a life of poverty, adjacent to the relative comfort of the corporate employees. The largest possibility mine on the Edge, the Grand Foundation, operates out of Ruby Lake and employs hundreds. So you're in a relatively well-populated area. We're going to start our adventure this evening with Dr. Irene Titanium. Dr. Titanium, you have walked into your office in the Possibilities Corporation's medical facility in Ruby Lake. And the first thing that happens as you sit down at your desk is your computer terminal bursts into life with a priority message received for Dr. Irene Titanium. And then the dulcet tones of your immediate superior, your immediate corporate superior, not a medical doctor, but very much a corporate desk jockey. Good morning, doctor. This is a recorded message from Sullivan Blaze, executive vice president of the medical facility here. Reminding you that you need to report for duty at the inbound intake facility for new residents to complete standard medicals next Tuesday. Failure to attend will result in corporate sanctions. Priority message ends.
What day is it?
It's Monday.
This bitch sent me a message for tomorrow.
He sent you it last week. All last week. It's been.
Oh, it's every day.
It comes every day.
Oh.
He's an unbearable, horrifying individual.
How long
but he
has
is a corporate executive.
How long has he been a corporate executive above me? Has he always been, or is he like new and thinks that I need to be reminded always?
He's been sent out here from the central cities, and he thinks he's a big deal. But by virtue of the fact that he's been posted out here, he's probably been sent here to get him out of the way because he's a turd.
Noted. So that's for tomorrow, though, right?
That's not something you need to worry about yet.
Priority my ass, and I just delete it.
You receive a secondary priority message.
Oh, fuck.
You have an urgent appointment with a Mr. Durango Pendergrass, scheduled immediately.
Jeez.
Was this on? Well, this was on my schedule, right? This isn't just like a sudden thing.
Yeah, this is an actual legit medical appointment, but it's come up as an emergency.
Okay, I will grab my clipboard and go meet this man.
Okay, so you go through from your office into a general examination room, and Durango Pendergrass walks in. And you know this man. He's a possibility miner. He's come to you with various injuries and so on. Been living here for quite a while. And you remember the last time you saw him, he was excited about that his wife was going to be moving out to live with him. Hello. Morning, doctor. I hope I find you well.
Oh, always. Are you well? Did your wife make it out here?
Well, that's the thing I wanted to talk to you about, doctor, because I know you've done me a lot of good turns down at the free clinic when I couldn't afford to pay the corporate rates. Well, I'm sorry I had to lie to get this here appointment, but I ain't got nothing wrong with me. See, it's my wife, Emmeline. She was coming to live here with me in Ruby Lake like I told you last time. Well, she came up on the train on Friday and then went for the mandatory medical screening at the station, and then she never done come out again. And I've been talking to people hereabouts, having other family members and such coming in on the same train, and some of them says that they don't never come out neither. I went to the security folks, doctor, but they just said that it was probably some of the criminal gangs, or else something coming out from the frontier and taking them. But like I said, nobody ever done seen sight or sound of them after they went in for their medical checks.
I will definitely look into that for you. That is unacceptable. And I will find out if something has happened, what has happened, and I will let you know as soon as possible.
I'm sorry I had to lie to come in here. I know there's plenty of sick folks around, but I'm real worried about Emmeline and all these other folks, and I don't want the corporation to fire me. I don't want to lose my job. I got children to support, you know?
Oh, no, I completely understand. You do not have to worry. Your secret is safe with me. I will write up that I took care of an injury that you got in the mine, so it looks like we actually did something.
Thank you, doctor. You can contact me at the clinic. You just leave me a note there, and I'll go check. I don't want to be around these corporate offices too long.
I completely understand.
You have a good day there, doctor.
You too.
And he shuffles out, sort of looking around, making sure he's not being followed.
The first thing I want to do is, I'm assuming that we would have records about trains coming in and the people that were on the trains because of the medical field that I'm in. I want to look into that as soon as I get back to my desk. Okay.
You type in the details about the incoming train, and specifically about Emmeline Pendergrass. And her medical records come up as being classified under the authority of Possibilities Executive Sullivan Blaze.
The fucker for tomorrow?
Do I often run into classified documents like this?
No.
For medical reasons?
Absolutely not. You can't think of any reason why just an ordinary person's medical records would be sealed off to you.
I'm going to contact the man that's above me. I forgot his name. Can you remind me?
Sullivan Blaze.
Yeah, I'm going to contact Sullivan Blaze.
You page him over the hospital's internal communications link, which is quite a sort of fancy set of equipment. You wouldn't tend to find outside of a corporation building, but you just get a repeated busy tone saying that he's in board meetings.
Okay, I will send him an annoying email of priority 1 to contact me as soon as possible in my most customer service voice.
Okay. You don't get any immediate response or anything from
I
that.
figured, but I'll get it later.
You do know, with some degree of certainty, that the executives have secure terminals within their offices.
Understandable. I will start asking around for anybody who might have been at the medical check for the train. As I'm assuming that I'm high enough as a doctor that like people would respect me and let me know if they knew anything was happening.
Sure. You get, after a bit of asking around, another doctor. One you know quite well. Throw me a name. Tell me something about this doctor that you know.
Oh, good. I'm gonna say his name is God, Grandu Y. It's
your friend. You
Derek-
tell me.
Derek Copperfield.
Hello. Yes, Dr. Derek Copperfield here.
Yeah. Hey, Derek. Were you at the check-in yesterday for the train that came in?
Yes, I was on duty all weekend for those intakes. Yeah.
I'm looking for someone that was supposed to come on that train, and I went to pull their medical file, and it was classified. Would you know why?
I wouldn't know the reason. I could tell you all we did was do standard screening checks. We took a blood sample, we did biometric scans and a general health check, made sure there was nothing contagious, and then we, as far as I was concerned, sent them on their way. As far as I recall, there was a rather significant security detail, but I hadn't heard anything on the wire about any specific threats or anything, but there did seem to be a lot of heavily armed security around. Do you know that Blaze's personal security man, Jack Sarkasukas?
Oh God, yeah, I know him.
The diesel fellow with the big, serious combat modifications.
Yeah.
He was there.
Really?
Prowling around, yeah.
Why would Blaze's personal guard be there?
I don't know.
Okay.
Certainly, there was nothing that I could see that would necessitate such a heavy security presence.
Would you mind covering some of my appointments for this afternoon so that I may look into this a little further?
Sure.
I don't have very many.
You'll just you'll just owe me one. No
of course.
problem.
Of course. And I'll leave him.
Okay.
I think as I start to walk out of the building, I'm going to try and get a hold of one of my friends.
Yep.
I think I'm going to try and contact Merrick. I'm assuming we have like kind of phone-like things if we're in like a computers and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna call him. Hey Merrick.
Hey, what's up?
I need your help. I'm looking into something that's a little bit shady.
Yeah, so with who exactly?
Oh, I think you know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people. I don't want to piss off the wrong ones.
I feel like you would like to piss off these people.
Well, if it's the people I think you're talking about, we probably shouldn't be talking about it over the phone.
Listen, meet me. Gather the others if you can, and I will see you at the normal place.
All right, I'll see you there.
I like these fill in the blanks moments. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll go around everybody in turn, and we'll see what you guys are doing when you get the call from Merrick.
So Merrick's like, damn it, I was going to go uptown today, but he's not going to miss a chance to try to strike a blow against the corporation. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess I'll call Mags first.
Okay.
Just go, hey Mags, it's Merrick.
What's up?
We might have a job. Might be able to make quite an impact. We're gonna meet down there at the usual spot in the Rat Pack.
All right, want me
You free today?
Yeah. Not doing a whole lot.
What was Mags doing when she got the car?
She is sitting in a bar and making use of her her dropper skills, her dropper mods, and she might be looking for a mark.
Gonna make that dough.
Yeah, she's just
Cool.
been eavesdropping on conversations. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay then. What are Automac and Clancy doing when you receive the call to assemble?
I'm guessing that Clancy would take the call, honestly. Automac is holding a bird with a broken wing, holding it with his metal hands and sort of like looking at it and stroking it and trying to figure out how to set this wing.
Oh, gentle giant.
Who's calling? Is it Mags or Merrick?
It's Merrick, I think. Just giving everybody the old call around.
Hey Clancy,
Yeah.
what's your old ass up to?
Automac found a bird with a hurt wing. So that's our day. What are you up to,
yeah.
Merrick?
Well, I got a call. We might have a possible job. It's the kind of call you don't talk over the phone about. Which means it's probably worth it. Got Mags coming. You got Automac coming. You guys could probably get here even quicker than we can.
I don't know. He's really trying to figure out what to do with this dang bird here. We'll bring the bird. Is Dr. Titanium gonna be there?
Why don't you take him to the damn bio ripper, get it fixed up or something? What? You guys are always got some kind of cash. I know you got them gold goggles. Sell those.
It's so
Go fix the
expensive. It's so expensive going to that bio ripper. We'll just have Dr. Titanium set the wing. We'll just bring the bird. Come on, Automac. We're going down to the rat shooter.
The rat shooter, the usual place that you hang out?
Someone
You
said
mean-
rat shooter or something
you
like
mean-
that.
Someone explain to me what the rat shooter is.
I
mean
don't
the-
think it was the rat shooter.
You mean the Rat Pack, Clancy?
rat-
The rat
pack.
pack.
The Rat
I
Pack.
call it the rat shooter.
Is that
Everyone
like a
knows
dive
what
bar?
I gotta give
Something
it a
like
nickname.
that? A saloon?
It's so behind a bar. There's a bar called
Okay.
the Short Circuit, and behind it, there's a graffiti painting of the Rat Pack all the way from back in the 20th century, and that's where we hang out. We just meet in an alley and
What? In an alley?
and,
Underneath the mural of the rat pack?
well, we only hang out there because it's right behind our favorite bar, and
That's cool. It's like
we
a
just go
little,
out there to
like,
talk, and then we just go inside for drinks most of the time. Max is probably
It's like
already in the Short Circuit. I don't know.
a delightful patio area.
You
In
can
the
call it
slum.
that. I call it a fucking
In this
alley
alleyway,
behind
dingy
a
alleyway.
dive bar. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's sort of it's bordering on the shanty as well, so there's a real kind of Blade Runner, dingy kind of vibe.
Well,
to
it's
this
nice
place.
because you got access to the sewers and you got access to the roofs, like all right there, and you got a place to chill. And like the management there, like we're there all the time, so they kind of hide us if we need to be hidden and all that kind of stuff. You know,
Sweet.
we're close with them.
I like it. Yeah. All right then. So you all make your collective ways to said meet-up spot. I guess for Dr. Titanium, it's probably a trip through the slightly seedier part of town than you used to.
I'm used to it because I have to keep meeting these guys there, but yes.
And then you also work at a free clinic for
I
the
do,
for the
yes.
miners too. So, but even so, the less salubrious, certainly far less salubrious surroundings than very clinical medical officers of Possibilities Corporation. Okay, so you're assembled. I guess you're filling in your compatriots on what's going on.
Yeah, I would have bought drinks and brought them out though, so that like peace offering to everyone.
Good afternoon, Dr. Titanium. You look lustrous today.
Thank you. How are you?
Not well. This bird is hurt.
Oh no, do you want me to look at it?
Please?
I will take the bird. Can I fix this bird?
Can I roll to fix the bird, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, what do I roll to fix bird?
Well,
the fixed bird stuff.
Your roll to
animal.
fix bird stat would be know-how, I think, right?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think so.
that's
It's
not
like setting
bad.
a bone.
No,
I think.
know-how is medicine.
Okay. So that's
How difficult would it be for a surgeon to? How much do you know about birds? Do you have an interest in amateur ornithology or something?
sure. Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, we'll say. Okay.
I mean, she understands how bones work.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can set bones. Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll
I
say
have gentle hands because I'm a surgeon.
this is a challenging role to do because it is possible for normal people to fix birds' wings and so on. So it'll make it just merely challenging. So
Okay.
it's just a 2. You just need 2 successes.
Oh, okay. Good.
So you roll your whatever your
rolling
know-how
it.
score is, number of d6s.
Yeah, it's 11.
11. Okay. Well, yeah, you
The
absolutely.
best sling for this damn bird.
The bird actually seems better than a normal bird should be.
He's gonna be okay.
So, I think
And-
since that's the first roll of the system, just a quick overview of what that means. So Gerundu said it as a challenging 2, right, Gerundu? Which means that for Dragonbait to have a success for that, each 4, 5, and 6 on her dice are a success, and she got a 4 and was that a 4 and a 6? Where'd that
4,
go?
6,
A
and
4,
a
6, and a 1.
4, 6, and a 1. So she did get the 2 successes. So, and that's pretty much like all the mechanics, the dice and checks of this game are. Gerundu sets of dice you need to succeed on. You roll your pool of dice for that stat, and then 4, 5, and 6 are successes.
So yeah, so it's not 11 successes, but a score of 11. So
Yes.
2 successes and 1 failure. So yeah, the bird it chirps, squeaks in pain as its bone is set, but then sort of shuffles about, preens itself, and chirps happily.
I give it back to oh gosh, what is your name? Hold on.
Automac.
Automac. Yes.
Automac.
I had to look at the screen. I'm so sorry. I give it back to Automac. It should be okay now. Just make sure it doesn't like try and move it around too much.
Thank you,
But it
Doctor.
isn't
I
bad.
am appreciative.
Definitely. Some crazy things happened on Friday. Right? That's when the train came in, Grundu?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a train full of civilians coming out here for work and other things, and some of them have gone missing. I went to see what their medical files were, because anytime anybody comes out here, they have to do a health screening. And one of the people, her file was deemed classified. I'm currently trying to find out why, but you know how executives are. They will probably not get back to me. The doctor that was out here on Friday said that it was a normal screening and that they took blood, did the normal stuff, and let people on their way, but there was heavy guard. And one of the executive's personal guards was there. So, I think we should look into it, because if people are going missing, we need to know why, and so do the families.
This guard sounds negligent if they are not guarding their person.
That's what I was thinking too, but I don't like what's happening. I don't know if they're being taken for experiments, but what I was told was they were told that bandits may have gotten them, or they wandered off, and we haven't had disappearances like that in a very long time, and it doesn't make sense that it was heavily guarded and then people were still going missing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What do you think if they had so many guards? Do you think the guards were for something else on the train or for the people?
I don't know. I have a feeling that whatever it is, corporate is doing something with these people, and I would like to find out before anybody gets extremely hurt.
It's missing is a relative term.
Yes.
Well,
Right, well, I suppose these will come in handy, and I go ahead and pass out the earpieces that are tuned to my transmitter.
you know, I never need much of a reason to, get any kind of dirt on the corporations. Those corpos, am I right, Merrick? Am I right, Merrick?
Yeah, you're right. How long they've been gone, anyways? I mean,
Since
It's
Friday.
It's Monday now, so they've been gone since Friday.
Yeah.
they're probably on ice in the chop shop by now.
At least we
Well,
could get that answer if that's the case.
Let me run through what Dr. Titanium knows about Sullivan Blaze and the sort of situation with his office and so on in the building. So, you've been in Sullivan Blaze's office before, just once when he first came, and he was formally introducing himself to what he fondly considers to be his underlings. He has no respect for you as capable professionals or doctors because he is a corporate big shot, and you guys with your medical degrees are just a bunch of saps.
Of course.
But you were there. You've been in there once, and you know that his office is secured by a digital lock pad and a voice imprint security lock. You also know that the executive offices have secure terminals and a built-in safe room with access behind a hidden panel. You know that because Sullivan Blaze was bragging about it when you first went to meet him. He's like, I got this badass safe room and all this cool stuff. Yeah, your office is nowhere near as cool as mine. Echoes through your memories. There is an armed security guard presence on the floor that usually consists of about 2 dudes doing foot patrols.
I will let you know that any interaction with Sullivan and Dr. Irina has always been her almost stroking that ego so he thinks that she's not a threat ever.
Mm-hmm.
So she's hoping that she can use that as I'm just trying to make sure my friend is okay kind of situation whenever she sends him a message about anything.
Okay.
Because she's just a sweet, innocent doctor.
This has all sort of been taking place quite early in the morning, sort of initially about 9 o'clock. If you guys have not made any moves by about 11, you get a call, Dr. Titanium, from Blaze.
Oh god.
Dr. Titanium!
Hi, Mr. Blaze.
I gotta make this brief. I only got about 10 minutes between meetings. What can I do for you?
Of course. I'm looking for a friend that went missing on Friday who was supposed to come see me. Would you know?
Some kind of doctor?
No, they're just a friend of mine coming to visit.
Oh. What, a worker?
A friend I have friends.
okay.
I know it's just surprising. I know it's not just all about my work, but yes.
Oh yeah, you hang out with those poor people.
I do. It puts me in place sometimes. I'm saying that, but I'm also rolling my eyes as I'm saying this. But I haven't heard from her, and I went to see how her screening went on Friday when she got off the train, and it was classified. Do you know why?
Sorry, the transmission's very poor. Breaking up, I can't quite, nope, sorry.
Okay, well, I'll just see
Bye.
you back in the office then.
Shut up. And it just disconnects.
That son of a bitch. 10 minutes between meetings, my ass. Yeah, I know what his meetings are. Jesus. Well, that was unhelpful, but sounds like he knows some stuff. Might have to break into an executive's office. I'm looking at Merrick, mostly.
Well, where's it at? I mean, is it
In
at
the
least...
same
It's in the same building that you work in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the floor above, which is the floor that you work on is basically like a general practice, essentially. The floor above is corporate, and it's where Sullivan Blaze works, and a few other execs that are mostly absentee. And there's a security office that's usually got like 2 guys in there on that floor.
This is all in Ruby Lake.
Yes. I can distract the guards. That will not be hard. The hard part is going to be getting into his office because it's voice activated and getting into his terminal. I'm pretty sure that you can handle some of that, Mags. But I can definitely... There's only 2 guards on the floor, which should not be hard for me to distract them.
Has this guy ever left you a voicemail or something?
Oh, always.
I mean...
And I had one this morning, and I've had one every day last week. I can get you a sample of his voice like that.
I'll pull out the, ripper cord that's connected to my gun arm, which is my left arm, and be like, well, link it right up. I mean, I can pretty much replicate just about anything with this baby.
I'm going to hook up my phone to it because I'm sure he's left me voicemails there too. He is not. He's one of those guys that just seems like he contacts me every single way he can to remind me of something that I already know.
My mask just starts playing the voicemail.
Oh no!
Particularly hones in on the sign off, which is Sullivan Blaze.
Yep, that douchebag is my boss. He's like the 6th one in 2 months, so I don't see him sticking around much. Especially
I kind of
after
see
this.
them like the OCP execs in RoboCop.
Yeah, you're just always leaving.
Just getting machine gunned every other
I'll
one.
unhook it, and then my mask just like Sullivan Blaze.
Nice.
Perfect. How would I know how secure these computers are, Garundu? Is it as
Not
a
firsthand.
Okay.
I mean, but it's a corporate executive computer, so you would expect it to be
Very.
pretty damn secure.
Yes. I'm not sure what you'll find whenever you get to the computer, but I'm sure combined you guys will be very good at getting into it. But my goal is to distract.
Wait, so we're breaking into his office, and you don't even know what we're gonna find? I mean, what are we even looking for? Just anything?
Files.
Files that have been deemed classified, but he should be able. His computer should be able to get into it. Mine can't. I tried.
I'm gonna
Unless you
look
want to try and get into a classified from my computer, but I'm afraid that they'll trace it back to me, and then I'll be out of a job and probably dead.
I'm gonna look to Automac. I mean, I can get us in the room. Can you get us in the computer?
In the computer?
Well, I mean, come on, Automac. Look, we talked about this. Sometimes people just say things. They don't always mean exactly what you think.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was ruminating on how much that this corporation and these jobs bothered you, and I just don't see why you don't quit.
Why I don't quit?
Yes.
Oh, I
If-
don't quit. I don't quit because it helps me help others. It helps me help people who need the help more than the corporate office does.
Clancy helps plenty of people without the corporation.
Yes, but it also helps me pay all of you for the job that I'm hiring you for.
I give my money to Merrick
Yeah,
That's fine.
Good. Pays good.
and
Yeah,
Clancy.
okay.
I get the feeling that they don't allow doctors out of the corporation quite so easily.
No, it's usually death.
Before you quit or after, don't suppose it matters much
Sometimes during. Who knows? Some people just disappear. Wink.
to them.
Well, I
Well,
mean, yeah, I guess we better get over there early. Why were you even over here, Mags? It's like 8 in the morning. Did you just get here drinking, or were you here from last night?
Got here early. I was working.
She drinks to forget. She can't remember what it is she wants to
Because
forget.
did you say
so
it's like the
working.
morning?
It
Yeah,
is.
it's like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, actually 11 because fucking Blaze called me.
I like how he told us that after he asked what we're doing.
Sullivan Blaze.
Hydration is important, Merrick. You know that.
Yeah, well,
And early in the morning, people are less attentive. It's a little bit easier to drop on them.
I didn't hear that.
You never do.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
don't you
All
think
right.
they're gonna, I don't know, we don't exactly blend in.
That is
That's a
true.
good point.
There are doctors with mods, yes.
I have mods, yes.
Yeah,
I do
right.
have extra lab coats that I could get you guys. Interns. You could all be interns.
I think I'm a little too old to be an intern, to be honest.
Oh, you can be an elderly man that we're bringing in.
You're never too old to learn, Clancy.
Oh, I may be.
Okay, I like this idea. So you're going to be leading this group of interns
And one
with
elderly
this
man.
patient zero geriatric. Okay.
The real neckbeard now.
Dude, it is not comfortable.
Only growing out of your neck.
This hurts too.
Oh,
Take it
jeez.
off, man.
Yeah.
It must be horrible. It's like nylon, right?
Adam, just
Not
take it
good.
off, dude. You're all
Yeah.
good.
It
Suddenly, Clancy
it looks really scratchy and
disappears and he
uncomfortable.
comes back out and
Oh.
shaves.
Oh my gosh.
I'm much more youthful now.
This is like 50 years younger now.
Ah, so you did buy that laser shaver. I told you it's quick. It's not made by those damn corpo bastards. You gotta put your money in the streets so the streets can keep turning. You give it to them, it never gets put back in the economy. You know how it works. They just hoard that shit like dragons.
Dragon?
Yeah, Clancy, don't you read a book?
They
Read a
hoard-
book, Clancy.
He does read books. There are plenty of auto manuals all over the shop.
Got stacks and stacks of books, young man.
I was reading about an Impreza the other day.
Oh, it's fine. Fine automobile right there.
I'm not talking about jacking into those data files. I'm talking about reading a real book, Clancy.
It was very greasy and pagey.
Well. Well, we gloss over Clancy's clanking away into the night, accessing those dirty schematics.
Oh, I hate
Um,
it. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, so I guess
Oil change.
if you're not Clancy, if you're if you're done up, do patients generally have to wear gowns in the medical facility, or would you be all
I
right
think
wearing
he'd be
his
all
civvy
right
clothes?
wearing his
or...
civvy clothes. Like, I don't think they would be like,
Okay.
definitely not walking into a place with a gown on. But
I don't know.
I brought my own.
I think we would make it also look like he had been injured in a way, not without actually injuring him. Just make it look like
I was just
Yeah,
saying,
just
punch him in the
give
face.
him-
Fucking Automac just one punch me.
and Clancy's dead. But no, I think that's what we would have done was make him look like he had been hurt, so that I could bring him in. And with my
Okay.
interns who just want to learn what I do.
You've got enough clout as a corporate
I've
doctor
been here for a
to
while.
sort of breeze past most people who are too intimidated to ask you any questions because of your seniority.
Perfect.
So yeah, you're inside the building on your
Yep.
working floor.
So I think what we would do is I would take them to the nearest examining room that is closest to the stairs, because we are taking the stairs up and not taking the elevator, because that's how you get caught.
Yep.
And it would also be the one that I knew was closest to the security desk on the upper floor. So I would take them all in there first to make it look like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No need to roll for that. It's all
Okay.
good.
And then from there, we're going to sneak upstairs.
Okay. You don't need to roll to sneak up the stairs. The stairwell is like behind swinging doors, so you go up the stairs. The next floor, you come out of a door facing two elevator
Okay.
shafts that sort of comes into like a blind corridor, which then goes around a right angle, which is where the security office is, and then the executive offices. You know that Blazes is at the far end of the corridor on the corner.
I will have the rest of them hold back as I go over to security and flirt with the security guards.
Okay.
Sure you don't need Clancy for that too?
Now he's
You-
fresh shaved. He looks like he's 70.
Did you say 70?
He looks 20 years younger.
You see a sat at the security booth, which is just basically like a sort of chest-high partition with a desk and terminals and computer terminals and stuff behind it. Two uniformed corporate security guards. One is a female officer in her middle years, and the other is a younger fellow who looks like he's the more junior. And the older, more senior security officer looks up at you and is like, afternoon, Doctor.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good. Yeah, everything's pretty good. Been a quiet day. What brings you up to the corporate floor?
Well, I was just coming to check on you guys because it's been a while since you've had your checkups. And I wanted to make sure that you all were doing all right and that we got that scheduled for you.
Sure. I mean, like, normally we get, like, quarterly scheduled updates. Has there been some sort of change? I'm gonna get this done ad hoc?
Oh, we just want to make sure. So, we've been hearing that there's been a sickness going around, and I would like to make sure that you guys haven't gotten it as well. Because, you know, you're coming in and out of the hospital wing as well, just to make sure that, like, no, it's not transpired up here, too.
Okay. And you're wanting to persuade them to go and get examined, like, right now?
Yes.
Okay. What stat will that be?
I think.
Let's have a look at your character sheet.
Personality?
Personality.
Okay.
Um, I think this is going to be moderately difficult.
Probably, yeah.
I forget where that chart.
We're going to make it a 3, I think. You're going to need 3 successes.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, hopefully this will be okay, Grundle.
What's your personality stat?
It's 3.
Oh, jeez. We need all 3.
Come on. Why aren't you rolling? There it goes. Ooh.
I'm afraid that's only 2 successes.
Damn.
No, I think that's really quite unorthodox. I think we'll probably just wait until we get the notification come through, you know? I can't really leave this post unattended.
No, I completely understand that. Oh, go ahead, Dan.
While she's talking to them, can we try and sneak past?
Yeah.
That's really what I was also trying to
I mean,
do.
it's a chest. It's like a chest high counter. So as long as you're able to keep them engaged, you guys stay low. Yeah.
I've got my sneak suit on. And...
All right. Have a good sneak. I
don't think Clancy needs to be in there, so I think Clancy will hang back as it's kind of some kind of backup to if anything happens.
Is sneak based on dex?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna like. I'm not gonna sneak like creep around, but I think we can just walk up in like a group. We're all wearing lab coats, and if we get through the door fast enough, anyone but the guards won't really question it.
I think that you should sneak, just because like they're not even expecting me as a doctor to be up there. Yeah. Which we would have talked about this in the stairwell before I just walked up to the guards.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And I know we need Merrick in there for sure.
Merrick, I think Danny, I think Automax, I think you're good if we get into trouble and need to punch somebody. Which would be out here, so I think he would wait with Clancy, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to walk up to the doctor since I'm big and try to create more of a distraction because, or at least like prolong distraction. Doctor, I was thinking about my thesis, and I was concerned about the trials that we would have to put together for the hypothermia testing with the new mods we were discussing. Because of the heart stress, I didn't want to unduly danger. Hello, as I look at the guards.
Wow, my goodness, that's a lot of mods you got there, buddy. Says the junior. I've never seen so many diesel mods on a doctor before.
Oh, he's still learning, but he is definitely one of my best interns.
That's pretty cool. I mean, like, what is that? Is that like a fender?
I take my work very seriously.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So you've got 2 successes there, which given the added distraction of this enormous car man, obscuring even more of the view, is enough to sneak past, especially also that you with your sneaking suit and so on. So yeah, Max has made
1 success and 4 fails.
Jeez, Jeremy, you rolled 3 ones.
Okay, here's what happens.
But that success was a 6. I snuck past like 1 dude really well.
Okay, here's what happens, because we're not the rules as written encourage you to fail forwards. So what's gonna happen is
That's a good question.
You fall flat on your face as you're attempting to sort of like go on all fours and scutter past, and as you do, you activate your voice modulator, and at high volume, Sullivan Blaze blares out through the corridor, and the security guards both snap to their feet and like,
All right, Sullivan Blaze, I want an autograph.
Mr. Blaze, are you all right? And they start to
Oh no, I'll
Yeah,
go
well-
check to make sure he's okay. You never know when it's a medical emergency.
Okay. You get the impression that they're kind of used to his erratic behavior, and for him to just egomaniacally scream his name down the corridor is perhaps not an unusual occurrence. So they're happy for you to go investigate that.
Yep.
They sit back down, and Merrick is able to make his way over to the other side of the security booth and join Mags.
Yeah, I will Healy with my feelies away.
Towards me.
Back towards the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah, I will pretend like I'm going over to see how Sullivan Blaze is doing, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I just want to make sure you're okay, and he's pretending like he's talking to me, and then I will leave, and I'll be like, he's fine. You guys have a good day. I hope to see you downstairs. If you start to feel bad, please come see me. And I walk to the stairs.
Okay. I think you've navigated that one.
Interacting
Very
with all these,
poorly, but it worked.
interacting with all these people is very tiring.
It is. But you did
Yes.
a very good job. I am very impressed. And if you want to revisit your thesis, we could definitely talk about it.
So did you just like go outside and you're just like, oh, it's Sullivan Blaze, or like who? People would know it's not him.
Say what? They
You said
didn't
you were
see
gonna
you.
check. I know, but who you were talking to?
I think they just saw you from the behind, and I pictured Dr. Titanium like her helping you to the office.
Yeah.
Oh, so they really thought I was Sullivan.
Yeah, they
They just saw your back.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you just helped me in there, and we're just going through a door. And it's like Sullivan Blaze.
Well, this is the thing. You get to the door, and you've got the voice authentication thing absolutely 100% down. You've got a digital keypad you also need to bypass to get in.
It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. This man is not a smart man.
That is what I will first try.
Well, let's have a what would it be? So I guess a technical roll, a mechanics roll. Mechanics to like bypass the
Danny,
number pad,
do you
or
have-
know
It
how
does say
to.
interface with tech for mechanics.
Do you have any mods
So
that
if
would
you-
help you, Danny? That was going to be the next one, but you didn't want it.
I want to actually use my goggles to see if I can see any prints on the
Trace,
pad.
yeah, sure, yeah, smart. I like it. Almost as if I knew that you had that. Okay, let's have a. We'll say it's a roll to like investigate using those. So we'll say,
Know-how?
yeah, either mechanics or know-how, whichever
Yeah.
one is best for you.
See, this is why I don't use Roll20, because the last time we used Roll20, I died a lot, badly,
All right, Tom.
and took out the rest of the team too.
Impressive.
One success.
Yep.
You allowed ark sounds, and you are given a text warning on the keypad saying attempt 2 of 3.
One more time.
Wait, so it sounds like
Two
Max
turns.
will get 3 chances, and that was
She's
just
got
one.
3 chances to get it, yeah.
Okay.
No, did it fail again?
There's 1
Yeah.
success again. Ark!
I don't know how I'm literally wearing this armor and my cat found the one place where its claw could get me in the stomach.
Good cat.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
2 successes that time.
2 successes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
This time, the door swings open, accompanied with the keypad beeping and another vocal authentication of Sullivan Blaze, and you're in the office. You could see a really swish corporate fancy office with motivational posters adorning the wall, just saying things like "believe" and then a picture of a cyber eagle against a backdrop of glowing possibility.
This eagle is very inspiring. I will keep it.
So you remove the framed motivational eagle poster from the wall. You've got that in your hands. That's nice.
Yeah, it's my eagle now.
And in so doing, you reveal a panel. I genuinely had that behind there, thinking that you were going to have to look for it, but you immediately wanted to take the eagle. So
It's a nice eagle. It's a very nice mechanical eagle. It reminds me of my bird.
Yeah, we've come full circle. I was just thinking about the bird from earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Game over. We won.
Onto the cyber eagle. The cyber eagle picture is removed and reveals a push button panel.
I don't even notice the panel. I just have the eagle, and I'm like,
Walk away.
Can I push on the panel?
There's a click and a faint hum, and then the bookshelf filled with fake books behind Sullivan's desk clicks and hinges backwards, revealing a sterile steel-walled room containing a computer terminal and a automatic weapon on the desk.
Oh. Does this look like what his executive would be, or is that a different computer that's still in the room we're in?
This is a secret safe room computer that you've just blundered immediately onto the switch bar. But you did, in fairness, he is exactly the kind of person who lacks subtlety and has no idea about security precautions. He just wants to show off his flashy safe room.
So true.
I feel like I work with him.
Listen, I don't want to work with him either, but here we are. He won't be here for much longer after we do this.
The sad reality is that we probably all work with him. Or have done at some point in our lives. Silver Blaze! Asshole to the stars. Yeah, so you have access to this secure computer. But that is going to require some tippy-tappy hacking to get into.
I mean, what do you think? I can try it, but it's up to you. I mean,
what do we think?
I'm still in the stairwell, I believe, and I'm waiting in case we need an old senile man distraction. So
I can say from experience that being an old senile man does get you out of a lot of trouble sometimes.
For Majestic Goose, it really does.
We've had that come in handy quite a few times on Roll for Weird, so.
in this situation, would my macro binocular goggles help at all? For any reason?
What do they do?
Well, they allow me to see like infrared, radio, and other electromagnetic waves. So if he had some sort of security over it,
I'll say this: you can look for traces of certain keys being used more than others, and then see if you can sort of reverse engineer his password from that.
Right, so I'll put on my binoculars.
And then you can use that as an asset for whatever this investigation is going to
fall
come
off. So, I put them on, and I can't hold them forever. But I put those things on, and I guess I will. Was it a mechanical check?
Yeah, I figure it would be, yeah.
Okay. And it's 3 successes and 2 failures.
3 successes. With 3 successes, you are in, and you start to initiate a data transfer.
It's just his name backwards.
While you're doing that, initiating that data transfer, you're getting all this information coming through. A counter-hacking piece of software activates.
Oh shit. I'm like linked into this thing, like how I linked into the cell phone. Like link in, I'm like hacking it with my mind. It's like running all these numbers and like binary codes and shit. And then so
we're gonna have you do another roll of that, but because you're still doing a data transfer while you're being attacked by this antivirus software, you're gonna be at a -1.
Okay. So would I just roll the base one since this kind of check wouldn't involve my goggles at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it'd be only 2.
2.
Oh no, I only rolled 2d6. Oh wait, I put that wrong.
Yeah, that was weird. You rolled 26.
Ooh, I failed them both.
Okay. The data transfer is successful, but an alarm is triggered.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just turn to Mags. We're fucked. Yeah, I'm caught. I got the stuff, though.
Right. And I quickly send a message to Clancy because he's got the earpiece.
It's
We need a
decrypted.
distraction now.
Can't read it quite yet. We're going to have to take some time to break this down. They got some sort of lock on the file.
Well, if we can get out of here, we can take our time.
I'll stumble through
absolutely. You've got it download. You've got the stuff downloaded. You've just got to get out of here now.
I'll stumble through the stairwell.
The guards upon. Okay. The guards upon hearing the alarm are both stood up and are heading towards the office.
I'm just yelling for Jerry, wandering towards the 2 guards.
Do the 2 of us go to a second floor or anything, or do we know we're on the first floor, or?
We are on the 2nd floor.
Second.
Yeah.
Is there a window in this office?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We can jump out of the second window.
There is.
Fucking maybe Automac can turn to a goddamn helicopter or something.
I'm gonna actually
Starscream.
I'm gonna use my foot pads to climb down from the window.
Oh yeah,
it means I can
call.
climb.
Good luck, everybody
Spider-Man.
else.
Bye.
This almighty crash of broken glass. The younger security guard from the desk is reaching for his radio as he pushes the old man out of the way. He's like, "No time for this, old man. We've got 742 in progress." Like the older security guard doesn't pause at all. She's
We would have shut the door and locked it, just so you know. Like,
she's running down the hall, unslinging a pump
good.
action shotgun from her back.
They got shotguns? Oh shit!
Can we open the window and not just break the window to get out of here?
Too
Too late. Merrick just fucking hits it with his gun arm.
God damn it!
Yeah.
We're gonna have to jump.
It's reinforced glass. Yeah, it's reinforced glass.
Do I break it with my gun arm, though?
That's not how
Let's
you
have
break glass, Merrick. I say as he hits the thing.
Let's have a brawn check.
I'm literally just like gonna swing my arm at it. I think firing my gun would be a worse decision. Pretty
Yes.
loud.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
2 successes, 1 failure.
2 successes. Yeah, you hit. It's sufficient to hit it with a heavy metal object to break the glass.
I'm like, you guys ready to jump about 22 feet?
All right, so I will immediately jump out the window. Since my hands are made of metal, I don't care about any of the broken glass on the frame. And I will heely with my feelies the way down the side of the wall.
I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna say everybody's gonna take like at least a point of damage,
Well,
right?
what's it look like? Is it a straight drop? Is there a roof awning or anything, or is it like a square business building?
Well, it's just a straight drop of a corner of a concrete building.
Aim for the
but
bushes.
it's a corporate building,
I'm
so it's a lot cleaner
Spider-Manning
looking than
down.
everything else. Okay, so Spider-Man receives no penalties for leaping 20 feet.
It says I can climb like normal, so
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like standing
Yeah.
up. on the
Exactly,
street.
yeah. So you just scale the wall. That's fine. You're not,
I'm-
you're
I don't
not
know,
jumping.
like turn into a car or anything. I can't like AO Silver just like jump out and land in a car and like drive off.
I guess if you could try and do.
I guess that still hurt to jump into a car from 22 feet drop.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? Screw it. Let's not
yeah, I don't
worry
even know
about
how
it.
the game really works. Do we like subtract our
Yeah,
armor or anything?
I don't
like
think
that?
I don't think it's worth worrying about. Like, it's not a combat thing, so we'll just leave
Okay.
it.
All right. Wow.
You got minor cuts and bruises. You just sort of managed to.
Well, I got the Pharaoh skin, so
Yeah, so that like absorbs a lot of the the damage for you. If you had been a normal person, that would have really fucked up your legs, probably. But
what about mags?
with your enhancements and your
Well,
mods,
I've got
it's-
Pharaoh skin, and my legs are mostly metal at this point.
yeah, with your armor
Alright,
values.
so we're
and
just
on,
leaving
you
Clancy.
managed to soak up some.
Yeah,
In
it's-
the lion's den.
So I was picturing like if the guards really push past me and are trying to get into the office, and after I hear the shattering of glass, I'll probably just slowly start to back up now and just go back down the
more
stairwell.
and more alarms have started to go off, and increasingly large numbers of armed corporate security are milling about now. As you sheepishly inch your way back out down the stairs. Nobody's really interested in this random feeble
yeah, the
old
whole
man
time
that
I'm
they
like,
figure has just sort of
I'm like
wandered
kind
off.
of like bumping into some walls and like acting like I'm, got this head wound wrapped up and just trying to get.
I think
Clancy dies. Clancy gets away from many table bills this way all the time. He'll be fine.
Yeah, they're not. The guards, as of yet, haven't quite figured out what's going on. They've been quite slow to respond, but it's not going to be long before they organise people to come outside the building to where you guys are. So, I think what we'll do is have a short break,
Perfect.
if that's all right with everybody.
Yeah.
I'll get another drink and stuff, and
Yep.
Same.
we'll have you guys beat feet.
Yeah, and then decode this message and find out what the fuck's going on. Awesome. All right, everybody, we'll be back in like 5 or so.
All right.
See everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt? No! Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
Yeehaw! Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. What in tarnation is Shitty Cowboys? We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons bi-weekly Twitch stream and podcast set in the West Hollow setting. That's right, it's Dungeons and Dragons and Cowboys. What else more could you ask for? Follow Sean Marston and Jambalaya Pendergrass as they travel across West Hollow and get into some cowboy trouble. Find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/OneShotOnslaught every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every other Wednesday wherever you get your podcast. Now go on, get to subscribing.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Lasath, the Divine.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with my car.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
They broke the mold when they made Philbert.
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday.
Hey everyone, it's your Dungeon Master Adam here to tell you all about One Shot Onslaught. We are an actual play D&D 5e podcast that even follows some of the rules.
Rules? No one said there'd be rules.
We play through popular one-shot modules from DMsGuild.com so that you can drop in at any episode. We have Lord Sean Snow, the hero's hero, who is a 140-year-old human wizard.
I cast magic and missile up its butthole!
Death, the tiefling rogue who only eats raw meat.
Did somebody say meat?
The dwarf druid Ironclaw who loves nature almost as much as he loves oatmeal.
Cinnamon oatmeal, or get the F out.
And last but not least, we have Ted, the tiefling bard who loves to jam out on his magic guitar and skadoosh on his magic flying broom.
Skadoosh.
Find us wherever you download your podcast and follow us on all social media at One Shot Onslaught.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Gerundu.
And we are the hosts of Majestic Goose's newest podcast, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is a Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop podcast that dives into the deep topics of tabletop role-playing games.
Join us as we speak with passionate content creators, podcasters, authors, and more as we discuss all manner of tabletop and geek-related content.
Dice Talk is a bi-weekly show, so we're hitting your podcatcher with brand new episodes every other week, filling your ears with exclusive interviews and conversations that you can't find anywhere else.
Every episode is a new opportunity to hear from different creators in the tabletop community and just talk about Dungeons & Dragons and any other tabletop games that have made us who we are.
Dice Talk, now on the Majestic Goose Podcast Network. Make sure you check us out and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
A Majestic Goose Podcast.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt. No. Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
Yeehaw! Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. What in tarnation is Shitty Cowboys? We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons bi-weekly Twitch stream and podcast set in the West Hollow setting. That's right, it's Dungeons and Dragons and Cowboys. What else more could you ask for? Follow Sean Marston and Jambalaya Pendergrass as they travel across West Hollow and get into some cowboy trouble. Find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/OneShotOnslaught every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every other Wednesday wherever you get your podcast. Now go on, get to subscribing.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Lasath, the Divine.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the edgy initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with my car.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, elderly vampire.
They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday.
Hey everyone, it's your Dungeon Master Adam here to tell you all about One Shot Onslaught. We are an actual play D&D 5e podcast that even follows some of the rules.
Rules? No one said there'd be rules.
We play through popular one-shot modules from DMsGuild.com so that you can drop in at any episode. We have Lord Sean Snow, the hero's hero, who is a 140-year-old human wizard.
I cast magic and missile up its butthole!
Death, the tiefling rogue who only eats raw meat.
Did somebody say meat?
The dwarf druid Ironclaw who loves nature almost as much as he loves oatmeal.
Cinnamon oatmeal, or get the F out.
And last but not least, we have Ted, the tiefling bard who loves to jam out on his magic guitar and skadoosh on his magic flying broom.
Skadoosh.
Find us wherever you download your podcast and follow us on all social media at One Shot Onslaught.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Gerundu.
And we are the hosts of Majestic Goose's newest podcast, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is a Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop podcast that dives into the deep topics of tabletop role-playing games.
Join us as we speak with passionate content creators, podcasters, authors, and more as we discuss all manner of tabletop and geek-related content.
Dice Talk is a bi-weekly show, so we're hitting your podcatcher with brand new episodes every other week, filling your ears with exclusive interviews and conversations that you can't find anywhere else.
Every episode is a new opportunity to hear from different creators in the tabletop community and just talk about Dungeons & Dragons and any other tabletop games that have made us who we are.
Dice Talk, now on the Majestic Goose Podcast Network. Make sure you check us out and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
A Majestic Goose Podcast.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt. No. Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
Yeehaw! Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. What in tarnation is Shitty Cowboys? We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons bi-weekly Twitch stream and podcast set in the West Hollow setting. That's right, it's Dungeons and Dragons and Cowboys. What else more?
And we're back. Previously on Diesel, the party had just liberated some encrypted data from a corporate secure terminal in Sullivan Blaze's office. You beat a daring escape, smashing out a window, leaving your elderly companion to fend for himself as he blustered through the building as under the extremely believable guise of a doddering old fool. The rest of you beat feet, or perhaps hitched a ride on Automac as you jetted off to a discreet distance to check out the information. So I believe you probably returned to the Rat Pack?
Yeah, I feel like we go
Okay.
all the way over there to the Rat Pack. We might actually go inside the bar in the short circuit if we're gonna sit here and try to decrypt this data. I feel like we'd have to transfer to a separate device so we could actually get into it.
Sure. I mean, you guys hang out there often enough that you've got gear stashed. It's a friendly place for diesels, and you're well connected enough to be able to leave stuff there to use when you need it, and nobody will mess with your stuff. So yeah, you've got a little portable laptop, futuristic laptop type
computer
thing.
pad. I'm going to transfer the data from my memory into the device.
It looks
so
like
that we can attempt to decrypt it.
It's like the laptop from.
It looks like you're trying to decrypt confidential data. Would you like help?
Is that Clippy?
It's Clippy, yeah.
Clippy.
I think we got it, Clippy. I think my friends here could probably figure it out better than you, Clippy.
I had a brother named Clippy.
It pulls a sad face and disappears.
Oh yeah. I went to show him the little tablet, but he vanished. I keep him around because I feel bad. I don't want to just uninstall him. He's a relic.
After a couple of minutes of this data being processed, Dr. Titanium, which is just absolutely glorious being able to say that name. Dr. Titanium, you will immediately recognize these as medical records, and they are numerous different medical records for tallying up with some of the names you were given of missing people. On top of that is a corporate note addressed to Sullivan Blaze from an unnamed corporate medical executive. Essentially, what it says is that research into possibility and the effect on human biology has revealed that there are certain genetic markers that indicate a human predisposition for being modified with possibility and to resist negative effects of being exposed to the frontier. These people have been taken in order to be subjected to medical experimentation at the hands of the corporation. The younger people who've been taken, as some of them were children, are scheduled to be modified and put to work, modified, trained and put to work. The more elderly people that share this genetic marker have been marked for recyc, which is, as you know, is processing of body parts, and any usable ones are given to corporate executives as a priority.
Do I know where they do this?
The people have been taken to a freight yard just next to the train yard and going to be transported soon in a armored truck disguised as a liquid fuel tanker.
So what does the data say?
Looks like we might have to go bust some people out of a freighter because they're trying to experiment on them without their consent. I know how you feel about that, Mags.
Do you tell us the rest of the contents of that letter?
I tell you everything. I don't keep secrets from you guys.
Doctor, you and I will have to discuss this later. I'm concerned about this predisposition.
I understand, and we will talk about this. I will tell you that I had nothing to do with this because they definitely didn't tell me they were doing it.
I believe you.
Even though I am the better doctor, but they also know I probably wouldn't have done it. So
I'll say this as well. As a medical doctor, what you do is not necessarily connected in any way to Possibilitas Corporation's shady R&D projects, and there are various different competing wings of the corporation that are always trying to screw each other over and gain advantage and find ways to make profit. So this could just be somebody's pet project, or it might be a big corporate push.
The only reason why I think it's a big corporate push is because of Blaze's own personal guard being there on Friday, because if I hadn't have heard that, I would have thought that it was just a different part of the company doing bullshit. But because his guard specifically was there, I think it's him. So we're gonna go fuck his shit up, break some people out.
Sounds like a plan.
Right. Well, the freight yard itself. So you want to go there straight away? Do you want me to? I'll give you some brief details from what you know, just generally. Yep. You might have had reasons to go into the freight yard for different jobs of whatever, escorting or standard caravan guard kind of jobs. The yard itself is guarded, but it's not. It's open for you to walk in and out of. It's a working freight yard. The warehouse in question is a Possibilities Corp warehouse within that freight yard, and you would know that was probably, especially if there's something shady going on, it's probably going to be quite heavily guarded. And again, the dossier mentioned that there's an armored truck disguised as a fuel tanker containing these people.
And like I said, I don't keep anything from these guys, but I will look for something that disguises myself at least, so that they don't automatically notice by my unique hair and face that I am Dr. Irene Titanium. So I'll probably find I probably have stuff there that I have a hood and a mask that covers
nondescript clothing. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Take off the collar and things that identify me as the doctor. So
the real question is, how discreet do we have to be? Because if we were just going to blast our way in there, I feel like that's the easiest way. I'm just brandishing my gun arm. I'm basically Mega Man, except mixed with the Punisher.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet child.
Well, that one line was out of character.
You can you'd be able to get into the freight yard. That'll be fine because there's diesels coming in and out of there all the time for various different security jobs or corporate postings or whatever. It's just getting into the warehouse is going to be difficult.
Getting in the warehouse might be difficult, but I could also climb up into a window if we needed to, and probably sneak in and get it unlocked for the rest of you if we can find maybe a side door or a back door, and then from there get people out. We may have to fight our way out. As long as we can keep civilians safe, I would think that would be the best way. Or we might be able to drive that freight, that fuel tanker out and make it seem like we're doing the delivery.
And you don't
filled with vehicles.
Yes.
You don't think they're going to recognize you? They probably already know you work with us. What if this is a trap?
That's why
it doesn't matter.
It all seemed too easy.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, and also that's why I'm wearing a disguise.
This corporation, it bothers me.
It bothers me too, but that's what I'm saying. They're shady. We used to do this shit all the time.
All the time? Every day?
That was my job.
And you quit. I think you should quit. I think you should quit, Dr. Titanium.
I didn't quit. What are you talking about? You know me, Automac. Selective memory. You have selective memory, Automac.
Are you saying that after living and you couldn't have weaseled your way back into the graces of some corporate executive? Is that what you're saying? With the way they compete against each other, the way they connive and scheme, and you couldn't have been useful to someone, that you couldn't have been under someone's thumb again?
What I'm saying is I didn't, and now I'm here trying to take them bastards down. They blew up half my fucking face.
So you quit. You quit. You decided that you no longer wanted to deal with their nonsense.
I didn't quit. They killed me, as far as they knew. Pretty sure they know I'm alive now, but
the way you describe things, you can never truly quit unless you make a break, like dying or severing ties or changing your face. But you also had the option to be sniveling and weasel your way into someone else's good graces, and you didn't. So you quit.
Well, I am unemployed, but I did not quit.
You're not technically unemployed. I take care of you guys. But the other thing is I wouldn't have known about this if I didn't work for the corporation. Having someone on the inside is better than having me just on the outside, not able to help as much as I do now.
You'll never know how many things you are complicit in the corporation, however. Never.
I understand that. But I also feel like I can help the miners whenever they get hurt, whenever they come to the free clinics. And outside of the corporation, I help you guys. And I know that they don't do good things. I know that. But I also feel like I'm using their money to fuck them over.
Is it that much of a fuck if they still can operate and do all of these things? Do you feel clean being tangentially connected to this place?
Listen, I never feel clean.
Me neither.
Well,
that's
damn it,
Clancy. Different.
That's more of a physical trait than a mental trait. Sounds like we gotta go blow some shit up, though. Let's go, everybody.
Yes.
Pile in the automac.
Yes, let's go and blow some things up. It'll be good for my mood.
Have we left the bird at the bar at least? I really
Yes.
don't want the bird to die.
Let's not take the bird.
Yes, the bird is now sitting with the eagle picture.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Ordering drinks.
Beautiful. Well, you roll over to the freight yard, and the guard in the booth just sort of waves you in, just not interested at all. How close do you want to get to the warehouse?
I want to. Do we have like blueprints of this warehouse like in the database for the corporation that I could access?
No.
Cool.
Not in your capacity as as a doctor.
Yeah. I want to. I don't want to get super close, but I'm scanning to see if there's a place where I could. Go through.
The thing is like it's got to contain like a tanker truck. So any warehouse that's big enough to contain that, it's probably not going to be particularly hidden. It's a tanker truck.
No, definitely. But what I'm looking for
wanna,
on the outside of the building, if there's a place where I could sneak over, climb up into a window, and get inside.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've seen like warehouses before, right? They're like it's sort of like an aircraft hangar kind of structure. So you've got like a big sort of rounded arched roof with skylights and stuff on the top of it.
Yeah.
And then these huge sliding doors. The one in question has Possibilitas Corp in like 10-foot high letters like written on the doors, and has a squadron of 5 standard corpo security led by a sergeant with a shotgun, much like the older female guard at the hospital.
Are they mostly in front of those doors? Like they don't
Yeah.
expect people to try and get in any other way?
Yeah, they don't seem to be that you can see at a glance anyway. There don't seem to be any others posted anywhere else.
Cool. I might need help inside though, so there might be more guards inside. Are you all able to climb?
If we can get to an area not supervised by guards, I do have a climbing kit.
Okay.
Which will get us all up.
Okay. I say we try and go towards the back then, because it looks like they're guarding the big heavy doors currently.
Alright.
You know what I really like about playing a new system is that I have no idea how dangerous combat with like a single person with a gun would be. Like if there was one person with a gun, I don't know if they could kill all 5 of us or what. So
I feel like they could kill me, but that's because I don't have protection against firearms.
So just the fact, like the no matter what combat pops off, it's gonna scare the shit out of me because I have no idea like how lethal shit is. So I'm very excited and nervous.
I feel like I might be okay.
Yeah, I feel like Mac.
Out of everybody, I feel like Mac is going to be the one that's like, yeah, I'm fine. He'll get out of this. The rest of us will be dead on the floor.
I might have a heart attack. I don't know. I don't know if that's written in the mechanics, Drundu, if a 90-year-old man can have a heart attack or not.
Not in this session.
That's next session when we're trying to save you.
Be a plot hook for next time.
Yeah, I wonder with like all the modifications if like the old is like 150 and like most people live to like 110 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
With like
You're still in your
modifications and
middle
like
age.
fixing all the different parts that go bad. Anyways.
Okay.
Like it.
Well, what's the plan then, guys? What are you guys gonna do?
I think we're gonna sneak towards like in the back area and climb up because Danny has a climbing kit that will help everybody else, and I have the foot pads.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't think I'm going to make you roll for anything. You scale the wall effortlessly with your spider climbing mod. The rest of you, if you're taking time about it and being deliberate, can climb up like no problem. If you're not rushing,
I am not rushing.
You're not rushing. I am not rushing either, comrade.
Yes.
You make it up onto the roof, and you can peer through the one of the skylights. It's cracked open. You can see more guards moving around on the inside. There is a raised catwalk section just beneath the skylight, with ladders leading down to the warehouse floor, which is piled high with crates, and then most noticeably in the middle, a large truck, a large tanker truck. As you are peering through the skylight, you can hear some shouted commands from out the front of the warehouse, and the large metal double doors start to be pulled open, and the truck engine begins to idle.
How close are we to the truck?
You're probably, this is a pretty tall like warehouse, so you're probably like 20 feet above the floor. The peak of the roof probably goes up another 10 or 15 feet, but where you are on the arc at the skylight, you're about 20 foot off the ground. You're probably about 10 feet. Well, no, not 10 feet. You're probably about like six feet below, above the catwalk, which has a convenient ladder heading down to it. And that is, again, like 25 feet above the level of the floor. So yeah, you can climb down. You could jump it again, potentially, like you did out of the first floor window at the hospital, if you so desired. But yeah, the doors are starting to open now, and the truck's engine is firing up.
I just kind of say a silent prayer for the truck, and I think about how there's a world where it and I are viewed exactly the same.
Oh man, beautiful. Well, what's the plan, guys? The truck is about to start moving. You've made it up. No one's noticed you yet.
We need to get on that truck.
So are we gonna like jump on it and sneak on it, or are we gonna hide, like carjack them?
I mean, we could, but we gotta do something now before the truck gets going.
I'm gonna use my transmitter to scan the frequencies nearby and see if I can hear any radio chatter.
Perfect.
Okay. I guess that will be a... Do you know what? No, I'm not going to make you roll for it, because you've got it as an implant, and these guys are just on standard corpo security frequencies. You can hear a lot of chatter about the timetable has been moved up. There was an attack at the hospital. Everything's got to go. We've got to go. Expect company.
Oh no.
Well, they're expecting us.
I wonder why.
Because of us.
Gonna go in guns a-blazing?
How many guards are we talking?
Got a big ass gun.
There was at least 5 outside. That's 4 dudes with handguns, a sergeant with a shotgun, and then there's more inside, but you're not entirely sure how many.
You haven't even seen the big modded up dude, right? I forget his name.
No, Sakasukas.
How did I forget that? I don't know.
Yeah, the truck starts to slowly peel forward.
No.
Mac, what you got?
Well, let's ride. Let's ride as I if I stand up straight and then like this kind of like scaffolding unfolds from my back to create the cab for the car. Still kind of open top, but yeah.
Convertible.
And I said we should ride, Clancy.
So you're a car now on the roof. Is everybody getting inside? I don't know if I really want to complete that sentence. Is everyone getting inside? Oh, Mac?
Is this van on the ground? Is this car fleeing?
It's on the roof of the warehouse, right? I want to clarify some things. Clarify some things before we go any further. One, you've turned into a car on the roof.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
We're looking through like a little.
Everybody's got on board.
I mean, I don't know about them, but I'm a car. That's why.
I know about that.
Automac knows one fact for certain. He's a goddamn car.
Who's getting on board? Who's getting on board?
I think what I'm going to do is try and run and jump to the truck.
Yeah, is the fleeing truck on the actual ground?
The truck is on the ground and is now pulling out of the.
I'm gonna shoot its tire with my gun arm.
This is literally before we do anything else. Who is in or on Automac?
I'm not.
I am not.
I had one question. What are we looking through? I know we've got a ladder down to a catwalk under us, and we could see the truck. I'm trying to picture
we're looking through a skylight.
So the roof of the warehouse sort of curves around like that in like an arc. You're here.
And there's a
peering down.
Would it need to be glass? We would
way.
need a break for them to get down.
No, it's an open skylight. But again, these details
we don't
are
need
not
to
relevant.
worry about that.
You don't need to worry about that. You need to let me resolve this. So, Mags, are you in the car, Mags, or not?
No, I'm going to trust my
only Clancy and
perfect.
Only Clancy and Automac. Right, this is just for you two guys. As the truck starts to pull its way out of the warehouse doors, you hear the transformer noise. You are now a car containing an elderly man.
Yep.
The roof of this warehouse was not built to support the weight of a car and a.
It was not.
Was it though?
It's just like corrugated iron, and the car falls through the roof.
Yep. My plan is to grab any scaffolding, and because I still have my arms and I have these metal hands that can't really get hurt that much, and kind of steel rail glide my car body down.
Fucking grind.
So
as I try to make connection with the top of the of this tanker truck.
Okay, right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a dex check to see if you are in your car form dexterous enough to pull off some kind of elaborate parallel bars move on the catwalk rails and swing yourself into position.
Oh.
This is going to be quite difficult.
All right, so I'm gonna we gotta get down there. Am I allowed to take the benefit from having a jacked-in driver?
Yeah, why not?
I was gonna describe my mod. So my left hand's my tool hand that can I can turn like my pinky into a screwdriver or drill. My right hand is the one that is the wheel jack. And I think me and Automac have now done this enough where I'm trying to make it less. I'm trying to minimize the weirdness as much as I can, and how I'm picturing it is like I can turn like my finger into like a key, and like right where the key goes, I can just kind of like that's how I like interface.
I don't think that doesn't make it any less weird, but
Yeah, you just said I want to minimize the weirdness, but my finger turns into a key and I insert it.
I did not use the word insert. I did not use the word insert.
Implied.
I mean, it was heavily implied.
It was heavily implied.
All right, 2 successes.
2 successes. Unfortunately, that is not going to be enough. It's a very difficult reaction move to as you're falling, plummeting in the form of a car. Perhaps if you'd have been still in a humanoid shape, you might have fared better. But as a car, it just threw, and having just come off a transformation, it's thrown off your dexterity to the point where you grab the bar, but you unable to swing yourself onto the back of the truck or even onto your wheels. You land on your roof and awkwardly shimmy like a turtle to try and turn yourself right yourself as the truck peels out of the warehouse.
Well, guess it's time for nitrous and chasing trucks then.
And I think with that,
from the roof, am I able to try to shoot the tire on the truck from my gun
yes.
arm? My large cannon arm.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna
can
kill
try.
those people.
You can try and do that.
Well, I'm trying to hit the tire. Back right tire.
Calling that shot.
Okay.
It's Dex plus my arm cannon, so +2, because I'm going to stabilize it with my other hand.
As I'm just in the car, Automac, just rocking.
Okay. You need 3 successes.
That's not good.
That's only 2. So you miss the truck and blow a small crater just off to the rear of it, and it does have the advantageous effect of scattering some of the security personnel who are now like scrabbling for cover. That a heavy explosive weapon has been deployed.
Before it gets fully out of the warehouse, I wanted to run to the edge and try to jump down onto the truck.
Okay.
Fast and Furious 9 shit, yeah.
Yeah, I want to try and use my foot pads to like
stick to it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Spider-Man jump the shit. What do I need to do, Grundy?
It'll be Dex.
Dex,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, let me read some things. I think, do I get any?
Look for things that say plus dice.
Yeah, I get
and try to find as many as you can.
You can also do a thing called overclocking. So if you've got any mods that give you a specific advantage, you can.
I don't think I do. I don't think foot pads really
Fair
has that
enough.
over advantage because it just really makes me steady and apparently stick to things.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I mean, what does that give? Does that confer any kind of dice pool advantage to you?
just I get it comes with a +1 bonus.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I think that applies in the situation.
Yeah.
You're trying to stick to it, so
Okay.
you can overclock if you like. And
Oh, I'm
add-
sorry. Hold on. It's I gain +2 on quiet rolls to keep my balance and footing. So I get
Okay.
I get 5 dice.
It was +2
instead.
to quiet rolls, right? You're
No,
not trying-
it says you gain +2 dice on rolls to move quietly, keep your balance in precarious footing, and climb
Okay.
with your hands and feet. As an addition perk, you can never have to worry about arch support again.
So you just get the +2 then from your mod. And
With
so
my
you-
dex, right?
Yeah,
So
so
it'd
you
be
roll your
5.
dex +2. Yeah,
Okay.
so you get
And
5 total.
Dragon Bait, what overclocking does is, if you wanted to, you could get 3 more die to add to your dice pool.
It's only as many as the mod offers.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So you can
So
add
it's
2
2.
more.
It would be 2 more.
But you would want to roll those 2 separate, because if either of those 2 rolled a 1,
Mm-hmm.
that mod would malfunction.
Okay.
So it's like a push your luck. So I don't know if it's worth it or not.
I have to decide when I roll the first one, or can I decide after?
I think it's more fun for this one shot if it's all or nothing and we gamble.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'm not going to do that.
It is it's sketchy.
Rolling dice. Why are you being so slow?
As I would like as many opportunities to show off these game features as possible.
Fuck.
Okay, so we've got a 3, a 4, a 2, a 4, and a 3. So that's only 2. Yeah, I mean, it's a moving truck. And
I know.
Even with the advantages conferred by your mod, you bounce off the back of the tanker.
Shit.
But you, as in so doing, you nudge Automac and help him right the way up.
Nice.
Okay.
And as he rolls, the door opens and you find yourself in the passenger seat inside Automac.
Let's go!
I would also like to try leaping onto the truck, but I want to use my sprinter legs.
That's my girl.
To
okay, so to make sure you do it real fast.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. So it'll be a dex plus whatever those give you.
Okay. Do I want to overclock it and show off mechanics when I fail?
I can fix you. If you
All right,
need to
let's
do it. Yep.
Well, yeah, come on, it's a one shot.
Roll20 friggin' hates me.
No. Oh, you got 3 successes.
3 successes will do it. You cling on to the back of the truck. You make it, but only just. You are literally holding on by your fingertips onto the back of the tanker.
This seems about to get wild.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Who else have we got? Clancy, you're already in the car.
Yeah.
Automac is the car.
I'm worried about Merrick.
Who's on the roof?
Yeah, Merrick, that's who's left.
Yeah, I shot the and it missed.
You went kaboom.
Now I'm just on top of this roof. I'm watching all the guards scatter like ants.
Which is good for us, but...
So I'm just alone, right?
You got, yeah, I mean, I'm going to say you get an action before, you can do something before the guards get their wits together and start shooting back at you all.
Well, I'm gonna like duck away from the side of the building so they don't see me. And then, I guess I'm gonna look for the stairwell so I can get off this roof, try to escape.
Okay. Well, you still had like, some rope and pitons and stuff or whatever you used to climb.
Oh, okay,
climb up the building. So
I'll just start scaling down the side of it.
Yeah, you've make it to the bottom. That's fine. You can just do that as like your movement on your.
Do I see any guards or anything, or am I able to?
From your position at the side of the building, you can see now the truck starting to turn a corner and some guards on foot running alongside it. They don't seem to have noticed you down the side of the building yet.
I'm gonna look around, see if there's any like small, like vehicles, like motorcycles or golf carts or any sort of like forklifts or like anything that's like a small personal vehicle that I could hijack real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. There's a
fucking skateboard.
There's a moped. Yeah.
There's a moped.
There's a moped just with it sat on its kickstand. The keys just been left in it.
Spray painted crush.
Yeah, it's a pizza delivery moped. The teenager that you suspect delivers pizzas on it has left the keys in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run it. Oh, I don't even have to hack it or anything. Hell yeah, I'm just gonna.
No, it's just there. Yeah.
Dumbass kid. I'm just gonna get on the moped and start it up.
Let me just
look up the moped stats real quick.
Well, I'll just copy the motorbike stats into Discord
and then cut
for
it in
you.
half.
I'm like going almost as fast as I can walk.
Vehicles. Okay, here it is.
Is it like a moped or like like an electric scooter? Is it basically? Can it go like 50, or is it one of those that goes like, like 20 miles per hour?
It's a 2-stroke engine, like 100cc scooter.
So it's a toy, not a vehicle.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a big boy motorbike. So yeah, those are the bike's stats. Although it's broken up there, bike has 1 armor, 1 guard, 3 metal, and then speed 2.
I'm gonna try to chase them down.
Weight 0.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm just going.
So can we just recap the scene
with my cannon arm
laying
laying on the handle?
Yeah, because we're about to go into that's like your turn essentially, and we're about to go into a vehicle chase. So we'll run through mechanically how this works, and then we'll go into what is going to be the climactic scene of this this one shot for good or ill. Right, chases. So, what we do is you put down a die with a 3 facing up or a 4 facing up if the fleeing vehicle has a head start. So in this case, they knew you were coming. They started moving just as you triggered your ambush. So we're going to say they've got a slight head start. And then this number 4 serves as a tracker, and that's how we track the vehicle chase. Okay, so the higher number is better for the fleeing vehicle, and the lower number favors the pursuer. So when a fleeing vehicle successfully slows down its pursuer, deals one or more malfunctions to their vehicle, outmaneuvers them, or otherwise gains the hand in the chase, we increase that by 1. If you force the truck to slow down or into disadvantageous terrain or deal damage or malfunctions to it, decrease it by 1. If you decrease my chase number to 1, you've sidelined or intercepted it. If I manage to increase the chase meter to 6, the fleeing vehicle escapes.
I love that.
So there are various different things that you can do. You can do your normal moves from within the vehicle. So certain vehicles can be modified to have like mounted weapons and such on them, but in this case, I believe we elected to not put weapon upgrades on Auto Mac, despite other than what he already had, so his rocket fists and so on.
We forgot to talk about his harpoon gun and oil slick and slug gun.
You had plenty of chances to get those if you wanted. Yeah, so you can also ram, in addition to making weapons attacks and stuff from on top of your vehicles, you can ram with your vehicle, which to do that you make a dex check and add your vehicle's weight against the target's armor stat. And then if you hit with that ram, you do damage equal to weight plus speed on a stationary target. If you're ramming another moving vehicle, you have a dex challenge. Both participants add their speed to their dex roll, and you deal damage equal to your weight if you win. Okay. With that said, that was a lot of explanation of some crunchy stuff. It's actually going to probably be a lot more smooth than that as we go. But to start with, I guess we need to work out some initiative order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the way to do it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll have you guys roll first, and the way that the initiative works is that you roll a number of dice equal to your dex modifier, and then you use the total number as your initiative score.
Danny, you're not kidding.
Danny, jeez.
Roll 20 hates me.
Never again. Next time we use real dice.
Yes, please.
You were not kidding.
I rolled really well.
That was a good roll, DB.
Yeah.
So we've got DB with a 14, Adam with a 10. Danny with a 5. Oh dear.
2 1s and a 3.
We've got a
7 for the car.
Oh no, that's not right. The truck driver has 15.
Oh, fuck that guy.
That's 11. And what's this guy's dice pool? Okay.
Oh my god. Who the hell is that?
That would be
Fast
your boss.
Oh, fuck.
Well, he doesn't. He can't see me. I'm covered.
You just hear him click, and then he comes running in.
Ah, fuck.
He's like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Is he literally twice as fast as anyone else?
Well, his dice pool is huge, yeah, because he's a boss.
Fuck that guy.
Damn, he
Fuck
runs
that
a lot.
guy.
He runs every day.
Another thing I like about the system is that it's got just pretty much like 3 tiers of like generic stats. It's got like minion stat, sergeant stat, I think it's called, like boss stats.
Yeah, lieutenants.
Lieutenants, yeah. And obviously you can like stat up your own creatures, but like that way, like if
I didn't see the need. I think that's perfectly
the
serviceable.
3 tiers.
Yeah, AD6, definitely.
That sounds like a boss right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he is a boss, and since
Literally.
he goes first, that manifests itself as follows. You see a hatch swing open on the top of the tanker, and this burly, heavily armored figure clambers out, wielding a belt-fed machine gun in his left hand. And he sprays some automatic fire at Automac, the pursuing vehicle.
Nice.
My goodness, he's going to roll 8d6.
Oh my god, we're dead.
So that's his dice pool. Fail, success, fail, success, 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 success.
Wow, lots of successes in there.
That's more successes than your armor class, I will wager.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he hits you. Excuse me. He hits you for 3 damage with his machine gun.
Alright. That does not break my guard.
It doesn't, no. But yeah, he just fires off a burst into the into the pursuing friend car. The truck driver is up next, and he's going to try and do some fancy maneuverings to gain a little bit of ground. So that's 2 successes. Given the tight quarters and the fact that he's driving a big heavy truck and it hasn't yet got up to full speed, he's not able to increase his lead on you. So you're still neck and neck. Up next, it is the good doctor.
I am going to try and... So we're next to this truck, right?
Well, you're behind it.
Okay. That's fine.
Mags is holding on to it.
Right.
Yeah, so I did want to get a quick overview of everybody's positions again real quick. I do believe it's myself and Dr. Titanium in Automac.
Yes.
Mags on truck.
Yes.
Merrick, how far away is Merrick on his fucking moped?
I am on a scooter, yeah.
You guys,
super cool.
You guys in the car are sort of still inside the warehouse. The truck has just sort of pulled out of the warehouse and is turned at a right angle. It's just making a beeline for the gates out of the freight yard. Merrick, you are down the side of the warehouse, so the truck is sort of coming at an oblique angle to you, like across your front like that.
Yeah.
So you'll probably be able to. You'll basically, by the time you get to the end of the building, Automag is probably going to be rounding the corner, and you'll be about keeping pace with them.
Yeah, I'm catching up. I mean, this thing's a Dyson, so I'm catching up.
The good doctor.
I'm going to try, and I'm going to use my gun.
Okay.
And try and shoot the wheel to slow this thing down even more.
Like leaning out the window? Oh,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okie dokie. You're going to need 3 successes.
Okay, so I don't know what I am adding to this. Is it just my dex?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Not a great pool of dice, but it'll be fine. Please give me good. It was terrible.
Oh,
damn it! Rolled
That's
for
3 fails.
Damn it!
Yeah, I'm afraid you miss.
Yep.
Try
no penalties beyond that.
I'll hit you.
Up next is it's Merrick.
Alright, so I'm speeding up on this moped.
Yeah, man. You can try and do some sort of maneuver to position yourself like up against the tanker, or to put yourself in a position to.
Yeah, I want to get up next to the vehicle so I can like leap onto it and get inside.
Which the car?
The one that's fleeing. I'm gonna try to get as close to the truck.
You want to get onto the truck. Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna board the truck from a scooter.
Well, I guess what we'll do then, I will treat it as an attempt at ramming it, and then if you're successful, you manage to get on to the truck and lose the scooter.
Okay.
So the way that works is we do a dex challenge. So you will roll an opposed speed roll, and you add your speed to an opposed dex roll against the driver of the truck.
But I wouldn't include a sneak suit or anything.
No, I don't think so, unless somehow being stealthy improves your ability to handle a moped.
Would he include the pizzas on the back of the moped?
I have all the extra calories. I got 1 success.
Hang on a second. Where are we? So ramming. You add your vehicle speed.
Oh.
So hold on a sec. I need to find out. I posted the stats for it in here.
Yeah.
So your speed is 2. So you've got 2 additional dice.
Oh.
Nice.
Pretty good.
And then we'll do the roll for your opponent.
Oh, so I got 3 successes total.
And this guy only got 2. So yeah, you are successful. You make the ram. In addition to you successfully making it onto the truck, you're holding on to a piece of the truck successfully. You've also dealt damage to the truck by ramming it with your scooter.
Yeah, I'm gonna just clamber onto the side. I want to like punch through the window, the side passenger window, with my gun arm, and just be like, "Surprise, motherfucker!" to the driver.
So you've dealt damage equal to the weight of the bike to the truck, which is probably not that much because it's a bike.
0.
Yeah, 0 weight.
The bike is weightless.
0 damage. So maybe I don't destroy the window. Maybe I just tap on it and say, "Surprise, motherfucker!"
Politely.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, mother effer.
Surprise. Hey.
Scooter is done. You've just pulled off some really cool scooter escapades.
It happens to be his birthday. He's like, "Oh, surprise."
I'm picturing the truck just fucking rolling over the scooter like it's nothing and just spitting it out the back.
Yeah, essentially, it's like crushed like an old Coke can. It's done. Up next is Clancy. Clancy, flywheel.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think my move's going to be pretty obvious that I'm going to be just trying to just whip a hard turn and, drift like around the corner of the warehouse as I'm leaving and just try to make up some ground on this as we're following this truck.
Yeah, I wonder how Automac feels when he sees the scooter just like going twice as fast as he does.
I mean, I know I'm not a fast truck. I was built to be basically this other thing. This is like my big brother I'm chasing.
So with Wheeljack, Wheeljack's going to come in a lot of handy right here, I do believe, because so Wheeljack is the simple mod allows me to connect to a compatible vehicle, aka Automac, and I will be given 1+1 dice to driving checks, and I can use mechanics instead of dexterity for driving checks, which is
awesome.
My mechanics is one more. So I will actually get 5 dice total for trying to catch up to this and try to make up some ground against this. Damn! Shit! That is 5 successes. 4, 6,
well,
4,
bugger me
5,
sideways.
4. Me and Automac, this is what we do in our downtime. He fucking turns into a car and I drive around.
Well, when you don't have a job, everything's your downtime.
Yeah.
You have
yeah.
You have successfully closed some of the distance, and the chase counter has decreased to 3 with that resounding success.
Yeah, my effective speed is 3. So yeah. No, I'm sorry, 2 because of the mod and like you said I used the stats for a cruiser, so my speed's 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. You've gained some ground on the on the truck.
That might be the best I've ever felt about a dice roll in any tabletop RPG I've ever played.
It's a good
rolling
one.
those 5 successes while fucking driving Automac felt like so fucking good.
I'll tell you what, with all 5 of those being successes, you feel it. You feel it right in your gut that you are.
Like I fucking hit it. Like
you're the fucking coolest. You're the coolest old man that there ever has been.
You can tell when you hit a drift perfect.
Yeah, you dunk digga 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 dunk digga 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 digga, and just the wind in your beard and bullets flying all over the place. You're loving it. And with that, you're also clear of the security folks on foot. And we move down the initiative order to Mags, clinging onto the back of the tanker.
So I want to just continue holding on, but I want to use my transmitter to, again, tune into any radio signals, see if I can catch them giving instructions back and forth, and then relay it to the receivers that my poor friends have in their ears.
You hear basically just absolute panic over the radio. There are instructions to set up rolling roadblocks and for backup, and you get the distinct impression that the quicker you resolve this, the better. It's going to get progressively harder to isolate this truck as more and more rapid response vehicles are getting thrown your way.
And I will absolutely pass that on to everyone so that they're not surprised when other folks show up.
Okay. Yeah. So you've done that. You can use your movement and stuff to sort of right yourself on the top of the tanker if you don't want to just be hanging off the back of it.
Well,
up to you.
Is there a good? I'm trying to think of what tanker trucks look like. Don't they usually have
So
a ladder
they usually
back?
have like a little ladder sort of bit on the very back, just like 3 or 4 rungs or something, just so people. And
I want to get myself secure on that. I feel like I probably heard the guy shooting from the top of the truck, and
Yeah, he's just
don't want-
standing on the top with a machine gun like Rambo.
yeah, I don't want to show myself, so I'm gonna just get nicely situated on that ladder on the back.
Okay, brilliant. Yep, I like that very much. And so we move back up to Sarcosuchus.
Do we pass me or?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. So where am I in relation to the truck with that sweet maneuver?
I never saw your initiative roll. What
It
was
was 7. It was 7.
7. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'll put you back in the right order. But yeah, do continue.
No, all good. So where am I in relation to the truck? Am I like near the cab? Am I behind the truck? Am I?
Well, you're at the moment you're trailing it. So the truck is in the lead. You are behind it, but only just.
All right. I would like to go all in and try to like rocket arm my way to and rock this truck so hard it like skips and knock this guy off.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that what you're doing is a functionally like a ram, isn't it? But instead
Ram
of
punch.
using
Yeah.
instead of using the ramming statistics, I guess we'll just have you do like a normal attack.
Sure. I am going to blow the fuel in my arm, and I'm going to overclock it because this is a fucking tanker truck. So.
Sure. Yeah. This is it's a significant machine.
Let's see here.
So as you're doing this, the Sarcosuchus fella is just on the top, trying to acquire a target, completely unaware that Mags is clinging to the back of the truck.
All right, that's what I want to do for you. So,
wow. Okay, that's 7 successes.
all right, so I do malfunction once on my overclock guy.
Yeah. There is that. We'll resolve that second. So with 7 successes, yes, that is most certainly a hit. How much damage is that doing?
Well, my right now my arm, because I used the jet, I did the jet blowout for my arm.
Yeah.
It counts as a giant melee weapon.
Okay, so that's 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 damage. Cool. The impact from that blow seems to have shattered a lot of the ablative armor on the side of the tanker truck, and it also has broken away some of the facade that it is a tanker truck. Bits of scrap metal that have been sort of used to form a shell around this what's essentially a panic room mounted on a truck bed, which is now visible. We'll see. Since we've gone back up to the initiative order now, this guy's principal concern is to not be shaken off the top of the truck, so we'll have him do a thing. He does have very, very many dice. So. One, two, three, four, 5 successes. So yeah, he manages to cling on still. But the truck is definitely not looking quite so good after that thunderous impact. Right then, Matey Boy stays on top. We'll have truck driver. He glances in his wing mirrors and can see Merrick clinging to the side of his cab, and he's going to try and do some fancy maneuverings.
I'll just yell, "I need a refill!"
And oh yeah, shit, we need to do your malfunction as well. Before I address Merrick, we'll do that. Shall I treat you? I'll treat you as a vehicle, so you'll have a vehicle malfunction. That'll be fun, won't it? And I'm going to go with an explosion in the cockpit. Someone in the vehicle is going to take 1 point of damage, and there's 2 people within the vehicle. So something in the dash bursts, just because that impact has done quite significant sort of structural shaking to yourself as well as the truck. So we're gonna just toss a coin. It's Clancy. Clancy, you're gonna take 8 points of damage. You can choose meat or metal.
I think you're on mute, Clancy.
Oh yeah, I am. How many points?
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay, I thought you said 8, and I was like, I might be dead.
Yeah, you just take 1 point, ignoring like armor and stuff. An explosion's just gone off inside the car.
Okay.
And
I'll
burnt you.
take it to meat, which sounds very fucking dirty. But I took 1 meat damage.
Play for you, Adam.
All right, so that was your vehicle malfunction. Now
that's on my malfunction track, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Which means anytime, you will have to replace one of your dice with malfunction dice. But don't worry about that. I've got a plan when it gets to me.
Oh, because I've got redundant parts. I'm like, oh, click.
Right. Let's see what old Johnny Driverton gets up to. He wants to try and shake Merrick loose now that he's clocked him on the side of the.
Ooh, that could hurt.
The window, and it's all fails, so he does not.
Fuck
he's
yes.
He's not tried to increase distance either or pull away, so it's still maintaining. You're still sort of neck and neck.
What's that
but
dice
he's
on?
not managing to pull away.
The chase dice.
The chase dice is on 3.
Okay.
He didn't try and pull away that time. He just wanted to get the guy with the cannon off the side of his truck, but failed. Up next we have the good doctor.
Okay. I don't have a lot. This is a problem. So I guess I'm gonna try and shoot this damn wheel again.
Hit it this time.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that thing. Hopefully. Come on.
When Danny was just leaned up really close to the camera, her makeup was there and it looked really fucking real.
Only 1 success.
I'm afraid that does not defeat the truck's chunky armor. It still is able to shrug off the little small caliber pistol round. But in so doing, the ricochet pings off, hits a possibilities caught awning, and kneecaps one of the pursuing security personnel that's on foot.
I bet Dr. Titanium fucking loves that. Just
You just hit like ting pong, ah! And some guy.
I'll be seeing that person later.
Yeah. You're gonna have to patch that guy up.
Merrick from the side of the truck.
I'm gonna try to bust through the window.
Okie dokie. Well, that's going to be a melee
Brawn?
attack. Yeah, brawn. Do you have? I guess we're going to treat your cannon. Are you doing it with your cannon?
Yeah.
We'll treat that as a blunt instrument that does like 2 damage. I think that seems fair. It's a big, heavy object, right?
So is it 3d6 plus 2?
Well,
my brawn is 3.
Your brawn is 3, so.
Is it like he's got a melee weapon? Because I think melee weapons have. I know my crowbar adds 2 die. I think.
Let's look. This is essentially an improvised weapon, isn't it? But I think being hit with a cannon barrel is going to
I think the fact that it's like my arm
bad.
is pretty substantial.
Yeah.
It's my whole arm.
So yeah, there's the weapon types.
I mean, I don't think you've got any associate. Yeah, I mean, do you have any? I can't see that you would get any modifier.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just do 3d6.
Because you're not.
It's mostly just damage. Yeah.
All fail.
If anything, it would be more difficult because you're holding onto a moving vehicle. But I think
I keep hitting it. 3 fails.
Tink, 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 tink.
Yeah.
Hey, let me in, you asshole.
I mean, unfortunately, you get the feeling that if this was just a regular truck, that the glass would have just shattered immediately. But this is an armored corporate.
All right. Well, if I feel like it's just not going to crack, unless I'm already out of actions or whatever, maybe I'd try to clamber on top so I'm not clinging to the side.
Well, at the same time, you do manage to knock his wing mirror off, so it's a nice little fuck you to the vehicle pool.
Did you try the handle?
You can try the handle for a free action. It's locked.
Okay.
You never know.
It was worth the shout. It might not have been. I mean, you took that painting off the wall without any prompting, and it was exactly the right thing to do. Yeah, unfortunately, Merrick, you do some superficial damage to the vehicle, which makes you feel a little bit better for sticking it to the man, but it doesn't get you any closer to your objective.
Can he get to the top free?
Speaking of sticking it to the man, we go to.
I mean, did you have anything else you wanted to do movement-wise?
Well, I'm going to clamber on top of the cab, so I'm not clinging to the side.
Cool. Yeah. So you're on the roof of the cab now. Yeah,
okay.
That's fine. You shin up the shattered remnants of the wing mirror. Okay. Automac.
Let's see here. This guy definitely didn't get moving at all off the truck, so I guess I will. With all that area kind of exposed, I guess I'm gonna try and use my hammer fist on my other arm to try and pop the axle. If it's if it's close enough, pop the axle on one of the wheel sets.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So yeah, it's difficulty 3 again. You've got armor 3 on the truck.
Okay.
So it'll be brawn plus your mods, special doodads.
This is not with the hammerjet arm because it needs to be refueled.
Yeah, that uses all your fuel in one go, doesn't it?
Yeah, so my arm's kind of hanging inert, and I'm just trying to get at the other, with the other arm with my hammer fist.
So again, the truck is just still cruising. It's still rolling. It's taken some visible sort of damage to the additive armor, but the machine itself is still completely functional. That last hit was a big hit, though. You did a lot of damage to its guard.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So the stuff's going to start making an effect soon.
Nope.
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, you strike home, but you hit essentially like a crumple zone in the truck, which is there to mitigate impact damage from stationary objects and so on. So it looks real bad, but you haven't actually damaged the truck itself. So we're back down to Max.
Did I miss Clancy?
Yeah.
Did I miss Clancy that time? Where the hell?
Damn it, Clancy.
I've got this.
I think I'm
all noted up
right
wrong.
before Mac, I think.
Yeah, you're 10. Yeah, sorry, I've got the initiative order mixed
So
up.
I've got two things. I was thinking about using Quick Fix to fix Mac's malfunction. However, I think instead I saw the damage of that One Punch Man punch. And I want that again. So while just trying to drive and maintain pace, I want to. I'm gonna take one of my fuel containers, and I'm gonna fuel up that arm.
Cool. Okay. Because we're assuming that you're taking driving actions essentially just to maintain pace. So, because you're distracted by essentially trying to drive and do that, you're going to be at a -1 to your dice pool.
Okay. So this is a driving dice roll. Or
I think it'll be it's a tech use or whatever, isn't it? Because you're trying to refuel his modification.
Okay.
But mechanically, because you're distracted doing something else.
-1.
So you're doing a minor task essentially.
Gotcha.
So because you're doing a minor task to keep not swerve into a wall, you're at a -1 to your dice.
So I got a 1 success on that.
I'm not sure how to qualify that. I think you're inside him, so I think 1 is enough to do it.
Fuel his arm up.
Yeah,
just kind of like hanging out the window, fucking dumping a can of gas.
I think you've got access to his parts being inside his cabin, so I should think you're able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And that's it. I'm not gonna use movement to like leave or anything.
Yeah. Afraid not. You're concentrated purely on allowing Automac to do some damage next round, which then now takes us to Max.
So I'm still trying to tune in and see if I can hear the chatter of anyone coming up so I can warn folks.
Just again, you just get absolute bedlam and panic over your radio. There's no specific warnings you need to worry about. Although you can hear the driver specifically requesting that the Sakasukas get rid of the dude on top of the cab.
I will go ahead and give Merrick the heads up. Big guy's coming for you.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? I think that can just basically be a free action because all you're doing is intercepting radio calls.
I'm going to use my finger gun.
Okay.
And flip off the tire.
Sure. So again, that's going to be 3 successes required to attack the truck. 3 successes. You have met the threshold for success. Finger gun does how much damage?
Just go past that. It does 1 damage.
It does 1. Well, the sort of last little bits of ablative armor sort of seem to be blasted away, and this vehicle now no longer has a guard rating. Any subsequent damage done to it will affect its metal score. But for now, it is still a functioning vehicle, and rolls on. Those finger guns are concealed weapons of last resort and not hugely powerful, but they still did the job in this case. So we go back up to the top, and we are back up to Sakasukas, who is going to about face and stomp up to the cab alongside along the top of the tanker. And as he does, he holds out his machine gun in his left arm and deploys his arm blade from the right hand side, which takes the form of a large buzzing circular saw blade.
See you, Merrick. They're gonna kill you twice.
And he swings it at Merrick.
Fuck you corpo ass.
Die.
I think you're the one that's about to get fucked, mate.
Yeah, well, Jackin, never mind. Fuck you.
And we roll 8d6.
What? That's a lot. Still.
That's 1 success, 2 success, 3 success, 4 successes. So I believe that will defeat your armor, right?
My armor
Merrick?
is just the Pharaoh skin.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to defeat your armor.
Is it a small weapon or a normal weapon?
It is a big melee weapon.
Yeah, so it's just 1 armor.
So you will take, you'll take 3 damage.
To my guard?
To your guard, yeah.
It leaves me with 1 guard.
So this huge circular saw blade goes. You manage to hold it on by the very tips of your fingers to the truck cab. Shift out of the way, and the saw blade bites into the armored material on the top of the cab. But you figure you've got very little room for error left. And the truck driver is going to try and gun it and push his luck a little bit, I think. So he's going to try and outrun and gain a little bit more distance, because he's a bit scared of this creepy car man coming up behind him.
With a big fucking arm. That's like winding up.
This is going to be quite moderately difficult for him to do, because it's a big heavy truck, and he doesn't want to throw his buddy off the top of it. So two successes and 2 fails. The status quo is maintained. He pulls ahead slightly, but in so doing runs over some debris and is forced to slow down almost immediately, thereby negating the short amount of gain that he's managed to get. And as the truck and the boss have gone, it's now the Doctor.
Okay. Can I see the guy on top?
Yes, you can. He's a huge guy waving a machine gun on a circular saw blade around.
Huge friggin' guy.
Yeah.
He's just a really fucking big dude.
I'm not getting any luck, shooting at this truck. I don't think I could have any luck also jumping to the truck. I feel like that's a bad idea. I'm gonna.
I was just gonna say, I do think you're probably on the side, on the passenger side's probably on the side
that the truck is
closest to it. Just because I'm driving and you're trying to shoot, so I don't know.
Yeah. I think I'll try and shoot the guy on top, I guess.
Okay.
So hopefully, roll 20. Don't do me dirty.
Do good ones, roll 20.
Well, that's 2 successes to shoot this man.
You succeed in shooting him.
Cool, he only takes like 1 damage.
He doesn't even seem to notice that you've hit him.
Son of a bitch!
Unfortunately. Yeah, he doesn't even seem to notice.
I'm gonna have to get on this truck next round, I feel like, so hopefully we can stay. Yeah.
We'll see. Up next is Clancy. I've got it right this time.
What's the mechanically speaking, what's the dice roll of the chase, and then
it's still 3. So you're still neck and neck. It's been no one's been able to get a distinct advantage yet. Yeah. The driver is like under some extreme pressure in the truck.
So that makes me think, do I try to really gun it and try to make up some ground, or do I try to fix Automac's malfunction? I'm gonna try to make up some ground, especially after I hear Dr. Titanium curse about not having a very good aim with her, or good luck with her gun, and wanting to get up on that train. I want to just do a driving roll and really try to just put pedal to the metal to the metal.
Metal to the pedal metal.
And really just try to fucking make up some ground. So that is going to be, I got so many tabs open. So that will be 5d6. Driving Mac, my buddy. 4 success, damn!
4 successes.
Fucking, like I said, me and Mac really practice this a lot.
So you managed to you are now like alongside the truck. You've closed the distance substantially. The roof of Automac's cabin is sort of like level with the lower portion of the truck cab's door now. That does mean directly overhead is Sakasukas and his machine gun and circular saw.
That's cool. It seems like a good place to punch a truck, break the cab from the trailer.
Just seemed like a pretty good place to punch a truck, right?
Speaking of, who's next?
Yeah, it's Automac next.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'm going to slot in my redundant part, and we're gonna do the same thing all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So this is literally, is it like a truck and trailer? So if we did disconnect that, we think that the cargo, the people are in the trailer, right?
Well, it's a fixed. It's not an articulated lorry. It's all just one flatbed on the back, but it's a big, heavy hauling truck. Yeah. But nevertheless, if you were to smash the cab off the vehicle, it would stop it, whether it's articulated or not. So, yeah. Wow.
Oh, 6 successes.
But we also have a couple of.
So.
We have a couple of malfunctions in there, right?
We rolled, the 2 1s were rolled. I don't know if you, but the 3d6 were the overclock at the end, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think any of those malfunction, because the way he rolled it, he did 8d6 plus 3d6.
So there's 3d6 of the separate ones.
Yeah. So you can easily see what my overclock dice were.
Sure. And obviously not that easy. I should probably take these Ray-Bans.
Yeah, these are that roll is getting it's 8d6 greater than 4 plus 3d6 greater than 4.
Here's the thing, right? So the again, an absolute thunderous impact is such a loud noise as this scraping, jarring metal on metal sound. The truck has no guard left, so the amount of damage you do automatically inflicts metal damage to the vehicle, and in so doing, it causes a vehicle malfunction. And in causing a vehicle malfunction, it reduces the chase distance to 1 and brings the truck to a halt. The vehicle malfunction, the wheel becomes stuck by the impact. The front axle bends, and the steering wheel no longer has any impact on the steering of the vehicle. And it, during the course of your chase, has pulled out of the main city of Ruby Lake and out into the desert. The steering wheel becoming stuck has caused the truck to veer sharply sideways into a ditch, and has thrown Sakasukas from the top. Let's have our intrepid truck surfers make some dex rolls.
American mags.
To mitigate.
Good thing Dr. Titanium didn't jump on it yet.
Yeah, to mitigate being in a truck crash.
I would have been okay because I have pad feet that makes things a little easier for me to do.
That's true, just good.
I just stick to things.
So, both of you are going to take a couple of points of damage, ignoring armor, just from being thrown from a high speeding truck.
Roll20 hate you so much.
This has actually taken me quite nicely to the sort of time frame that I was looking at running. You guys managed to sort of dust yourselves off. The truck has rolled onto its side, pinning Sakasukas underneath it, and he flails at you with his circular saw as you approach, but is unable to reach you. And slowly he stops moving. There's no sign of the driver, just a crimson mess all over the inside of the windshield. What do you guys...
I want to open the back to make sure that the people are okay.
Yeah.
So it's not really a case of opening the back so much as what was the top and the hatch that Sakasuka's climbed out of. Is now the side, and you climb in through that hatch, and you can see a series of cryo tubes containing civilians of like 20 different civilians of different varying ages, all seemingly intact.
Okay. I know how to wake them up, right?
You do. This is the standard technology that you're familiar with.
Then I will start waking them up so that we have them moving to get back to town and whatnot.
You do that, and these people sort of slowly start to come to their senses. Fortunately, being frozen cryogenically as they were and contained within the cells, they're completely unharmed and none the worse for wear for being in this horrific truck crash. A lot of them start sort of crying almost immediately because of the horrible stuff that's been done to them. They've been abducted and so on. You know that you have to get moving quickly.
Yeah, good.
I'm just gonna say, you know that you guys have to get moving quickly, but with a comms call to some friends, some within the mining community. A flotilla of small trucks comes out, blocks the road from corporate reinforcements, and shuttles you and the survivors away by the back roads.
Yeah,
back into the city.
Yeah, I just wanted. He said I just wanted to stand over.
Sarkasukas?
Sarkasukas, yeah. Before we leave, is he still flailing, or just kind of like, you know?
He's very weak. He's just sort of like his circular saw stopped turning. He was just reaching with his left hand.
I step on his saw blade, and I look down at him and say, I just say, this truck was worth more than you.
And
I violently like twist my foot, and I try to separate like his saw blade arm from his joint. I'll be taking this.
This is nice saw blade.
You wrench his circular saw blade arm completely off. He is not in a position to stop you, given that his legs and abdomen have been crushed by a truck. And you see the light fade from his eyes as the electronics spark in his shoulder socket. And on that grim note, that's where I think we're gonna end the adventure.
Hold on. Did I find that guy's wife?
You found everybody who was.
Yay! That's all I care about.
Yeah, I'm guessing they either had nameplates or something, because I don't know if you actually saw.
You knew
exactly. I knew her name.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew what she
Emmeline
looked like.
Pendergrass.
Oh,
You knew exactly how many people had gone missing out of that.
Awesome.
Because it was all in the intelligence dossier.
That's all I care about. I'm
so
hoping that this gets my boss fired, though. So, oh no! Your mission didn't work.
Well, I tell you what, then. So we can resolve this on something of an epilogue. We cut to the office, the ransacked office of Sullivan Blade. He's seated in his luxurious leather swivel chair in animated conversation. He's like, No, it's fine. No, honestly, we'll just pin it all on the security guy. Yeah. Plausible deniability. It's fucking great.
Fuck
it. We gotta keep an eye on that doctor, though. She knows fucking too much. And then the camera pans out and we fade to black.
Yep. I give the arm blade to my new bird inspiration. I'll put it on him. This is yours.
He went from one cult to now worshiping a bird. It's great.
Definitely. Yeah, that was a shit ton of fun for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
That was a blast. That fucking
so
chase
Oh.
was so good. It was fucking perfect chase.
Yeah, I loved every part of that.
Yeah, it was like fighting Wesker in Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's what I
my
pictured
God,
too.
it
You fucked it up,
was, yes.
top fighting Wesker.
Fucking Wesker.
Oh god, it was so good. The entire thing.
Thank you, Garandu, for telling us the story.
Welcome.
This is a wonderful story.
It's a little bit. It might have been a little bit darker than perhaps my usual fare, but
well, it's cyberpunk. It's a darker world.
I mean, I made it pretty dark at the end.
I'm okay with
true.
that, like, honestly.
Yeah. Corporations are assholes.
Yeah.
Amazon.
There goes our Amazon sponsorship.
Oh, who are you kidding? We don't get sponsored by anything anymore.
No.
We're on Twitch and they're running anti-union ads. Fuck them. Anyway, please don't get rid of us. We need We need this revenue stream.
We need this platform.
Yeah, we need this platform real bad.
And
But yeah, that was excellent. Well done, Stephen.
No one died. Hooray!
Well,
Yeah.
someone died, just not us.
Well, not us. None of us died, and we rolled shit tonight.
I mean, yeah, you did, but
not Clancy. Clancy's fucking driving was on point.
You're not wrong.
I rolled well at the thing I built to do.
Yeah, no, you did very well. I'm proud of you guys. This was a really fun game. Grundu, you're always fun to play with, and you're an awesome
your ass
DM.
I am. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's go around and let everybody plug some stuff again, and we'll start with Dragonbait again. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to kick
Hi,
things off.
I'm Dragonbait. You can find me over at the Nerd Asylum. I'm streaming over there every Thursday for Barovia Beckons, every other Monday for Nerd Asylum by Night, and every other Wednesday for The Hidden. I'm also on their Ilvermorny podcast. You can also find me here at Majestic Goose as half of That's Pretty Crafty. We have another show coming up on Thursday. I will not look like the Tuesday. You're right. Tuesday. I will not look like this because this is a lot of work. And I am also the GM for Roll for Weird, and we play live every third Friday of the month. Yes.
Yes.
And I'm a part of 20SA. Jesus. So many things.
And then Danny.
All right. Yeah, you can find me hanging out here mostly. Like Dragonbait said, we do have a show, another episode of That's Pretty Crafty coming on Tuesday. We will have our supply lists up on Twitter and Instagram tonight, and a coloring page available through the Discord, so go join the Discord. And yeah, you can also find me here once a month as Lisa on Roll for Weird.
Moving on up to Gerundu, our GM.
Hi, I'm Gerundu. I'm GM Rundu. Gerundu. You can find me on Twitter at Gerundu, GIRUNDUU. You can find me on Roll for Weird as Silas Lancaster. Plug already been done. You know what times it is. You can find me on Shitty Cowboys as Biombola Pendergrass, ancestor of Durango Pendergrass, the very worried fellow from the beginning of the adventure. And of course, you can find me on Dice Talk as myself. Hello, I'm Gerundu. And you can find me every Monday night as Flex Crystal on the Motorist Bloodspotter Association. And of course, in the Discord.
And then we'll go up to...
Yes, that's it.
We'll go up to Ernest, a.k.a. Hollow Invective.
Yeah, hey, I'm Hollow Invective. You can find me Tuesdays, Forest Ambition with Jeremy. That's Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Also, once we're up and running, we'll be doing Doom Clock with Jeremy and Danny. And yeah, that's really all I'm doing. Yeah, I don't have a big list. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Adam DeWeese, and obviously I plugged the charity, the 24-hour charity event coming up in April. Man, I cannot wait for 2 more days so I can say next month, because that sounds a lot closer than saying in April. But yeah, so definitely check that out. It's going to be April 9th through the 10th. We haven't announced like the actual schedule yet, still slotting some things up, but we've now got so many shows on the Majestic Goose Network that even if we did 2-hour slots for every single show, 24/7, we wouldn't be able to get all of our shows on that event. So obviously, there's some shows we probably won't have a live event for, like Halfway to Heroes. I don't think we'll have a live event for that, but I do believe we're gonna have a Roll for Weird.
Maybe
we're in talks for that, yeah, with maybe Tiana doing a very special prequel thing.
Yes.
We may have, I mean, I don't know, we might have like an NBA, we might have a Doom Clock, we'll see how that works, but stay tuned for that and go donate to that. Our 2 newest shows, go check those out, Lauren Poor and Eclipse. But the big thing I want to talk about is Doom Clock, because launches are always super important, and this is I'm going to go ahead and plant my flag on the ground and say it is going to launch in March. It is going to be the first Friday of every month. And Shiver is going to be the system we're going to be using. And with it not being fully launched yet, we're still waiting. And I don't want to launch it and just be using the quick play preview rules. Because there may be some hidden gems that I want to incorporate, but it is going to be launching in the first 10 days of March. So if we don't hit the first Friday of March, I will be getting together with the crew of the Doom Clock podcast, Jeremy, Ernest, Danny, and Joe from the Nerd Asylum, and we will be trying to. I'll be trying to pick a day that will work somewhere not the first Friday of March, as long as it's enough time and it works for everybody. And it will probably be like a session 0, like last night was on this show, where we do kind of an overview of the system, overview of the setting, an overview of the watch, the group that the members are a part of, and character building, things like that. And then April, the first Friday of April, will probably be the real first one shot of that. So stay tuned for Doom Clock. And yeah, and then go to majesticgoose.com, check it out, because it's really cool. Jeremy, take it away.
All right, so I'm Jeremy. I am one half of Dice Talk, along with Gerundu. I am on Forged Ambition with Ernest on Hollow Invective. I am playing Shadow on Roll for Weird. I am the GM of Eclipse, which is a sci-fi D&D thing. I am on Shiver, which has not yet started. And you can also find some of my published works on the DM's Guild. Check out The Mage Tower and Plight of the Blight Thief. And then you can find me on Twitter at Tabletop Jeremy. And I think for once in my whole life, I did it all.
I definitely want to say the Mage Tower was fantastic. I slotted it no problem into my long-running Eberron game and scared the hell out of my players with what was inside. They didn't know what to do. I built some story around it to say why it was there, and it was great. So,
also, if you want to check out, I really appreciate you running that. But if you want to check out the Mage Tower, Nerd Asylum is going to be running it multiple times in the coming weeks, so you can get a little preview of it and see if you like it. But I really appreciate you running it, Ernest. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, I bought it the day you plugged it, and I was like, well, I'm going to put this in my Eberron game, and people are going to get messed up by this tower. It's going to be great.
Yeah. I wanted to run that on One Shot Onslaught, and then I realized that we're really inching up, because I know that it goes 1 to 20, right, Jeremy?
Right, yeah. Any party, you can be level 1, you can be level 5, you can be level 20.
So they've already got a tower for the D team on One Shot Onslaught, and I was kind of wanting to run that with the new spin-off characters when they start campaign 2, and see if they claim it like they did the Longboy Tower that they've got right now. So
who knows?
I ended up waiting, yeah. So we'll see.
Though that final floor, that'd be quite the reward.
We'll see what happens. Gerundu, thank you so much for running this. This was an absolute blast tonight and last night. I had so much fun both nights.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too, so no worries.
Yeah, this was fantastic.
Again, yeah, you can go check out the Kickstarter starts in 2 days from now, a day and a half, I guess, March 1st. You can go to kickstarter.com/projects/Steve/Pankotai/Diesel, if you can remember that, or I will put it in the chat if you're watching this live. If not, if you're watching it on YouTube after the fact, you will have to find it yourself, you lazy freeloader. Just search for Diesel Kickstarter, you'll find it. And make sure you support it. It's a very cool system. Cannot wait to see it launched and really see the final product. So thanks, Steve, for letting us try this stuff out. And thank you all for watching. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
How long?